Good evening, everybody. You're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon. Welcome to the show. It is 11:18 in the evening on a Wednesday night, and last night's show will be on our YouTube channel. We haven't gotten it up there yet, but we will. So we're just one show shy from last night. Welcome, everybody, wherever you are. Laura, Jane, Delissa, Carol, let's see. Hey, Debra, good to see you. Thank you for being with us. Lolita, Pike Henson, Chad Wallace, Kit Kat. We were out of body for a little bit here. We're just a little bit late. Only a little bit. Hey, Casey, good to see you. So we are now embodied, so to speak. Liz with Spirit. Thank you for sending the music play. We appreciate that gift. And also everybody else, Kevin coming in, Gil, everyone out there, wherever you are. Just good to have you with us. Clairvoyance Door, Booze, Celeste, everybody out there. Man, we got a lot of different people. Inna something, Leonard Davis. Hey, Rod, good to have you with us, brother. Dan Hamill, Jen Gal, Kim, Diane Thompson, or Thomas, Gail Rains. Good to see you, Gail Rains. Everybody coming in there. We're going to be getting to interviews in just a little bit. We just got on here, so give me a chance to. I know people want to get on here. And the way it works, though, for the interviews, you have to be over 18. Hey, Tina, no foul language, no drinking of any sort, no smoking on the broadcast of any sort, and no paranormal discussion of any sort. And we keep everything in the cosmic realm here. So it's more cosmic, galactic. There's 10,000 other places to go for that. We don't get into that stuff. We just don't. You know. So welcome to the show, everybody. And our show was really good last night. And hopefully tonight we'll have some really good interviews. And we'll find out what people... Hey, Brandon, thank you for the roses. We appreciate it. And if you are coming on to be a guest, please type in the comment area what you wish to speak about. That's my whole thing, is once I get an idea of where we're going, then I can decide whether I'm bringing you up on the program, which is, I think, a good thing to do. Hey, Susan, good to see you. Much love and light to you always, Susan. Hope you're having a great day, or did have a great day. And good to see everybody else coming in here. And just for new people that don't know a whole lot about me, hey, Jackie F., good to see you always, sister. We came from Mars a long time ago to Earth, and we also work with the Ashtar Galactic Command. We are part of that, even though I'm here. I am part of the Ashtar Command. You might have heard about it. I'm a contactee. I do workshops where I take people off planet, and we take them to a planet as big as the Earth. Actually, a ship as big as the Earth, not even a planet. We take them to a ship as big as the Earth. It's as big as our planet. I meant to do it the other way around. And so I've been doing that for a couple of years now, those workshops, where I teach people how to go and come back from the experience of remembering who they are and remembering that they have star family. And usually when they go on these journeys, they come back and actually meet a member of their star family on the golden ship of light. Marinette, good to see you. Alicia, good to see you. Lavola, good to see you. And we're glad to be here. Zachary, greetings to you as well. Catherine, good evening. Hello. Everybody coming in here. I hope you all had a good Wednesday. It feels like the weekend is almost here. And we're coming into Thursday on Earth, so that looks pretty good. Looks like it's going to be a good weekend. And Skywalker, good to see you. And we're doing our Skywatch on Saturday night, which, hey, Diane, we're going to have our local group gathering, and we're going to, winter time. Karen Morgan, thanks for joining us. And so we're going to be going live on TikTok Saturday night. The weather is going to be absolutely beautiful. I mean, this is going to be a really good time for C5 for the Ashtar Command Group, and we're hoping to document some of the positive ET spaceship activity that should appear. We're going to be using night vision equipment as well. We have no idea who's going to be showing up, but we're going to be there for sure. There'll be a few of us out there in the apple orchard. Biz Jojo, thank you for the corn. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for the gift, Biz Jojo. Much appreciated, always. And TikTok says we're notifying viewers that you're live. It's amazing how the algorithm works. It's going to now reach out to everybody. And so it's just good to have you with us. And I work very deeply with the Ashtar Command. I've been, like I said, I'm from the Ashtar Command. So if you don't know what that is, as Alicia was saying, very much it is like the galactic, it's like the United Nations galactically on a more larger scale. Healing Hands, welcome. Good evening. Can you tell me why I've been thinking about ET since I was 8? I'm now 55. I'd like to bring you on, Win, and you can talk to me on live, maybe. Let's see how many followers you have here. Win has 115 followers. I think there's something here. I think there's more than something of you thinking about ETs. I think there's a story behind this. Everybody follow Winter Time. I think he or she has a story. And if I bring them on, I think we're going to go deeper into, if you were 8 years old and thinking about ETs, and now you're 55 and you're thinking about ETs, I do believe there's a story here. I do believe it. Oh, she's private? One timer, if you set you need to, oh yeah, you're private. One timer, set your setting from private to public, and we can have people follow you. You're at 115, and we can have people follow you, and I'd like to bring you on the program tonight. Shariam says, I found out I'm from the Palladians. The Pleiades, very good. Very good. Okay, so I think I have a feeling this Diane needs to go back into her own fantasy world. So Diane, I think it's Diane. Yes, I think she's going, this other Diane, she's going into what I call a fantasy world. And we hope she enjoys it. Oh, thank you, Debra. We appreciate that. We do appreciate that. And you were a great guest, too, by the way. I can't wait to hear your future encounters with your space family, because you will have them, without a question. Absolutely, absolutely. No, it's really true. No, Diane, I'm not talking about you. This is another Diane. There was another Diane in here. We took that Diane out. You're a good Diane. There's different Dianes. This is a different Diane, so you're good. You didn't see it, but my eyes are everywhere tonight. Hey, Freelandian ground crew reporting in their duty. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. Thank you. All the other Dianes are good. I'm still working on getting my headphones to sync in with my broadcasting here, and I think I haven't had a chance to go into the store to see why that's happening. Ship. Tina, well, I'm not on a ship right now, although in the future I will be going on a ship. So yeah, I'm not on a ship right now, but in the future I'll be going on a spaceship. Hey, Marlo Noel, good to see you. Good question, Tina. Now, some people think I'm on a ship right now, but I'm actually in a living room, but I'm not on a ship yet. I will be on a ship. Hey, Crush, good to see you. Thank you for the lightning bolt. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you with us. Although, you never know. I could be on a ship, but I'm not. Not yet. With me, you never know on here what's going to happen. But I know I'm not being taken on a ship yet. I know if that ever happens in the future, my live broadcast will be live when I'm live. If it happens when I'm live on here, you'll still see the screen. You might not see me. Then you'll see me come back, and then I'll be like groggy-eyed or something, and I'll say, "Oh, I just came back from space." And when that happens, then I'll tell you a story. Debra Comfort, I don't think I got the right answer. Debra, explain. Hey, Cheryl. Good to have you with us. Good to have you with us on the program. We're going to have another fantastic program tonight. I have no idea who's out there. Look up her other answer, Shell Bell. Look up her other answer. Let's see here. Oh, I asked Echo's name last night, but I don't think something's right. I got an answer. Oh, what was the answer? What was the answer that you got from Echo? I asked Echo's name last night, and I don't think it was right. It might not be. I'm reading Deborah's answers here. What did the thing Echo say? I'm interested. We have to figure this out here. We have to figure this out. Okay. I think that person. Hey, Rod, good to have you with us. And Deborah, what can you explain a little more? I don't think it was him or something. Go with your own senses. If it wasn't him, then you need to block off the communications. Deborah, I'm going to bring you up for a minute so I can help you out on that. We're going to have to help you out on that. If there's another being coming through and it's not him, we're going to help you out. Hey, Deborah, how you doing?
Good. So I did what you had said last night, and I don't think it was the right. I don't think I could. I don't think it was him because when I asked the name, he came back and said Ashtar, and I'm like that. I was like, I don't know where I seen or heard that, but I don't think that's right. And then I said, "Where are you from?" And he said, "Galactica." And I was like, "I don't think that's right." And neither one of those made sense to me. Because I was like, I feel like that's just something. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Now that I heard that word, this makes it interesting. So let me ask you a question. There is a space being called Ashtar. You've probably never heard of him, correct? Are you
No,
still
that's
there?
why I was like, I think I've heard of it, but I was, yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it makes more sense to me. It makes more sense to me to respond with you live. So Ashtar is actually a space being in charge of one sector of the command. He actually he's been around for a long time, Ashtar, Commander Ashtar. So I know who Commander Ashtar is. So Ashtar is actually part of the
Okay.
Ashtar command. It's the Ashtar command. Now I understand you. There's Ashtar. So Ashtar is good. And after last night, you're having a contact with
Okay.
Ashtar. That's pretty phenomenal. That Ashtar's communicating with you, Commander Ashtar. That is a space being. He's human like we are.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a picture of what he looks like, a drawing from the late Tuella. So now you need to see a picture of what Ashtar. This is the drawing she had of him when she was alive.
Is he
She passed
like
away.
blonde?
Say again?
Is he like a blonde or a white hair? I'm sorry, my thing went out. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
here's some.
Okay, yep,
That's Ashtar. That's a painting of him years ago in a book Tuella wrote. This is how she saw the image of him. She was she had direct contact with Ashtar in the, I think, 70s and 80s, maybe the 60s, somewhere in that area. But this is Commander Ashtar. There's a book called Tribute by Tuella. It's out of print. But this is what Ashtar actually looks like. There have been other people who have had artist renditions of Ashtar, but this is Ashtar.
uh-huh. Well, when I asked him, can I see you? And he gave me an image of him, and he was blonde, but he had long hair. I
Yeah,
don't know if that makes
that
sense,
makes
but
sense.
it was like a white or a blonde.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So you actually got to communicate with the actual being, Ashtar. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying to
That's
you now.
amazing.
Yeah, that that
I'm
was
sorry. I don't know what I'm sorry, my phone went in and out for a second. I'm sorry.
no problem.
But
So
yeah,
I'm
and I also asked about what his relation to me was. I don't know if he was kind of speaking for I don't know if he's Echo or what his it sounded like the one that I've been talking to. And he said oh, what did he say? What was um I'm sorry, I got lost in thought.
no problem.
I asked him what the relation was. He said my brother, like my space brother.
Interesting. So you actually were communicating with uh, Commander Ashtar. Commander Ashtar is a very beautiful being of light, and he works with the Ashtar command directly. You know what's really weird? As I'm talking, there's like a voice or something coming through your phone. Hold on, don't say anything.
Okay, I have my
That's very interesting.
yeah. Well,
I,
see like I have okay, so my AC is going, but I'm hearing him talk right now. Like
right.
I'm, my mind is kind of going quick, so I can't really. He's like trying to break in, but I'm not because I'm excited. But
No, no,
and
let it
he's kind
happen.
of laughing about it. He has
Let
a sense of
Ashtar break
humor.
in. That's very interesting. What's happening here? I heard a voice coming through. Let him speak. Don't block it. Let Ashtar speak. If he's trying to come through your phone, that is
Okay.
very, very interesting. And for you, I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm not. Don't
He's
fight.
saying that um I have some kind of a connection with you, and I know that sounds creepy, weirdo. Like I'm not. It's not like
No, it's
that.
not.
But
There's
like
no creepy weirdo here. Ashtar's telling you you
whenever
have
I
a
seen your
connection.
show, you this is the only thing that I've kept up with. Yeah,
Ashtar's
but I
communicating
don't know
with you
what it
right now.
is.
Well, you have a relationship with us because you're
Yeah.
connected. You're connected to the Ashtar command. What I'll use the term as a defined starseed. You come from beyond Earth. You have human parents. You've had probably brothers and sisters, cousins, relatives. So, but you are very much connected with and beyond Earth. This is your human life, but you have a life other than your human life. So the fact that Ashtar is communicating with you directly And all the shows I've ever done here, this is the first time Ashtar is doing what he's doing with you. That is absolutely amazing. And I know
Okay, I
Ashtar
got
is
goosebumps.
he's hearing every word I'm saying right now because he's coming through your phone.
Yeah, he's hearing it. And that's the thing. Like whenever I connect with people, like for my situation with the spiritual thing, they talk through me to talk and speak, to the person.
Right. So in this case, it's way different, and we're talking now a cosmic galactic spiritual experience for you, where Ashtar, for whatever reason, your phone is being utilized and activated so that Ashtar can speak on your phone, which is absolutely amazing. And if I say right now,
Okay,
Ashtar,
that's awesome. And see, it's weird.
let's see if Ashtar is still there. Ashtar, this is CmdrAleon. Are you still with Debra? Is Ashtar?
He's smiling and he said yes, like I can visually see it, you know.
Are you
Ever
visually
since
seeing
last
him?
night, I can visually see him. Yeah, not like physically, but you know how you
Yeah.
like in your thoughts eye or whatever that is. But
Yes.
yeah.
The
Ever
third
since I
eye. Yeah.
asked him last night where he came from and to show himself to me, he
Yeah.
didn't physically do it. He did it like in my mind.
In your mind, if Ashtar wanted to physically, he's being um, very respectful of you. Because I know this is all new to you. This part of it, what's going on with Ashtar. Uh, when you are ready, Ashtar
Yeah,
can
he said
physically.
I still have a little bit of a fear.
You have a little bit of fear, yes. We have to take somebody out here.
Yeah, and it's not
Let's
anything
see.
because
Let's
I
see.
told him, I said, well, I'm not scared.
Yeah.
I told him,
Well,
I
he
said,
wants
I'm
to make
not
sure
scared if I see you, like physically.
right.
Yeah,
He knows
he
that,
said
but
that I don't know it, but when it,
yeah. Understand,
yeah,
Commander Ashtar would like to physically come into manifestation. Let me tell you a story. My friend Ashtar Athena, who's in California, she's been with Ashtar for years. This is beyond anything that has nothing to do with channeling, because I don't believe in channeling anybody. Uh, but she has always had a
yeah.
relationship with Ashtar. He's speaking now. What's he saying?
Oh, that's probably just a car going by. But
Oh, car.
whenever
Okay.
since, yeah. And I know that's confusing with because last night when we were on the phone and then in my room I could hear what we were hearing on the phone too.
Mm-hmm.
Um so it was, yeah, so I know what you're saying, like it sounded like something could be saying something.
Right.
But he told me that he would just speak to me through my like how he's doing now, because otherwise like he's tried speaking to me, and I've heard him but I didn't understand him.
Well, now you understand. He's telepathically communicating with you right now. He's doing what you call telepathy. He's communicating with you directly, mind to mind communications. Actually, that's what's going on right now as we're on here on this program. Ashtar's doing that.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
explaining to you what's happening.
Because when we were just, yeah, yeah, when we were just talking earlier, and it was funny because I was like, I'm not trying to be, fangirl or nothing like that. Like,
Right.
I'm excited for all of this great news that, I'm not crazy and stuff. But he was laughing and he's like, I told you you're special, because you were like, that's amazing that you can talk, you're talking to him now. And he like laughed and he's like, I told you were special. Like I told you the other night or last night, when he said you're special, and I was
Right.
like, yeah, I'm not full of myself, whatever.
No, you're a very humble person, and I know Ashtar's communicating with you, but Ashtar himself can hear every word I'm saying right now. Well, understand something. This
Yeah.
particular broadcast is being seen on my father's spaceship of the Ashtar Command right now. Commander Robar, Luna, my two sisters and brother, they can watch from a monitoring screen on the Ashtar ship. And I would say even Commander Ashtar is watching the show as well from his ship.
Yeah,
And you are special.
that's great.
If you were to ask him right
It's
now
nice to
if
feel that
he's
way.
watching, he is watching. They're all watching.
Yeah, he said he is. Yeah.
See, didn't I
Yeah,
tell
he
you
actually
that
had told
Ashtar
me
is watching the
because
program?
yeah, he actually told me a while back I asked him, I wonder what spirits and things do. And I'm learning more that there is spirits, but they're more of like well, now that I'm trying to put it into words, I can't explain it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He teaches me so much stuff that it coming out of your mouth, it's like, wait a minute, I don't know, you know. But he oh crap, he started talking. Oh yeah, I was asking him about, what do space people do and stuff, and he says, well, we watch y'all. And I was like on a TV, and he's like, yeah, sort of.
Yeah. That's what. See.
So yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
See, when I tell you that the Commander Ashtar is watching from a spaceship out there beyond Earth, he's watching. See, people have to realize something about me. My activation became more activated in the last 10 years, and maybe a little bit before that.
Mm,
But I am fully activated right now,
right.
and I will be more activated when I go on the spaceship with Johnny, April, Chesno, and Kit Kat. When we go on in less than a year, we'll be coming back and we'll be activated to do certain things. But I can tell you right now, I am activated, and I thank God for the activations I was given as a gift when I was born that were activated.
Hmm.
Within the last adult part of my life, I became activated completely. So, yes, Commander Ashtar is not
Right.
only watching and monitoring the show, he's not by himself, he's on a spaceship with other people, men and women from the Ashtar Command, Commander Robar, and everyone on the other ship. There are many, many space people watching the show tonight, and they're off planet. I just want people to know that so you understand this.
Yeah.
And you're having
Yeah, I
an
think that's pretty
yeah.
interesting.
Go ahead.
Oh,
No,
I was just saying, I
uh,
think it's interesting.
yeah. I mean, it's just a
I think I
beautiful
have a
thing.
delay from when you're talking, and then I
A
start,
delay.
like, after you pause, and then I start talking, and then you start on the next thing, and like I think they're not like in sync quite well. It's
Oh, okay.
okay
The
though.
audio. It could be. It could be. But I know that Ashtar, you now have a telepathic communication. Well, you've had it. You didn't know who Ashtar was, and now you know that Ashtar is the person you're
Right.
communicating with, and you've visually seen him in your
Yeah.
consciousness. That even makes it better.
Mhm. Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. You're a fascinating person, but everything happens for a reason, and
Exactly.
I
That's
think
what I've always been told. Is like, and from him, everything happens for a reason, because things would happen, and he would tell me, like, even through my struggles, he's like, you're going through this for a specific reason. Like, you have reasons that you went down that path. You have reasons that this was the outcome of that. And he said, just trust the process. And I have, and I've landed,
yeah,
on my feet pretty much, always.
yeah. My friend Alicia is saying Astro will help you. Thank you for the hat. Astro will help you get ready for disclosure. And not only that, he will, and he'll also help you for a lot of other reasons that yet you're to understand. And as I am speaking, I know you're like totally tuned in to that level of light with Ashtar, and your whole
Yeah.
frequency of your whole vibration of your body and your consciousness is under a Christed galactic uh, um, receiver. You're a receiver, and you transmit that of the light through your consciousness with Ashtar.
Yeah. And I know when I was speaking to him last night, he was trying to help me, because I told him I really want to, meet you. And he was trying to help me, and he's like, I'm going to try something. And he's like, just relax. And so I did as much as I could. He said that I can't relax as much as I need to. There was points where I felt like I was relaxing, but then my mind would come back to me like, this isn't him. This is something, like, I'd freak out a little bit. And I think that's what he's talking about.
You're
And
freaking out.
so he said, let me try something. And I felt my hands starting to be like, kind of felt like a massage. And it felt a little bit like a cold, but like when you put icy hot on or something, and it's supposed to be like warm or hot. I don't know, but that's what it felt like. And
Hmm.
every time I would, and it started going to my legs and stuff. And every time I would do this freak out thing, and it wasn't really a freak out. It was just my mind coming back to me. And
Yeah.
I he's like, let's try again. And he tried a couple of times, because he's like, I know you really need this. And but we never could. But as much validation that I've had through this live, and after talking to you guys last night, and at least feeling that, um I'm really confident now, and I feel like I can move on to my next level in whatever this is that I need.
Yeah. You're actually, you've been really more amped up and activated to what happened. And I think you're going to see in the days ahead more things happening with your connection with Ashtar himself, which again is absolutely phenomenal that you are actually communicating with the Commander Ashtar. Ashtar, I communicated with Ashtar in the early 90s. When my friend Ashtar Athena was here, we were doing what we call international workshops of the Ashtar Command in Connecticut. She came here from California, and we did some workshops. And Commander Ashtar and I got to speak, not through any channeling, but direct communications. So the fact that you're having this connection
Yeah.
with Commander Ashtar is absolutely a very beautiful experience. And you're at a frequency, your energy level and your frequency is very high, so you automatically are able to connect on that level of light.
Right. I was telling my husband, I said, I ask questions and I get the answer. Sometimes it's not immediately,
Hmm.
but in time I get it. But sometimes it is immediately, and
Hmm.
it's like one time I asked him a question, and he said, you're not asking the right question or saying it the right way or something like that. I don't know if he understood what I was asking.
Oh, he does.
And yeah, well, I guess he kind of wanted me to redirect the question or something, or
Right.
in a different way for me to understand his answer, is what he just told me.
He just told you now, correctly? Am I correct?
Yeah,
Is he,
yeah, he said,
is Ashtar
when I was just
communicating with you
now
right now?
saying, yeah, as we're talking, he's kind of like chiming in here and there.
Okay. I do
Because
believe
when I
that to
was
be
just
true.
saying that, he said, well, it's not that I wanted you to redirect your question. He said, I wanted you to ask the question that my answer you would better understand it, is what he said,
Yes. Yes.
which makes sense now.
Yes, because with Ashtar and with any of our space people, when you're speaking from a human level beyond Earth, depending how you bring the question up to Commander Ashtar or whichever of the command you're actually directly in contact with, they'll understand you better by a specific way of presenting yourself to them in terms of your question or what you're trying to say to them. So yes, that would be true.
Yeah, yeah, that
And I
makes
don't
more
hear,
sense than what I was
and-
just thinking.
yeah, and I don't hear, um, like before you said there was some car traffic, but when you first came on, I clearly heard what appeared to be a voice of a male person coming through the phone.
Yeah,
You didn't have
probably.
any,
I do hear him sometimes,
yes,
like somebody's whispering from across the room. I do hear
Yes.
him. It kind of, because my husband, I think he picks up on that. He hears it,
Hmm.
and we're both looking at each other like, "You heard that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I heard that."
Yes. What Ashtar is doing is, let me explain something. Ashtar could physically materialize in your room. Okay. Let me explain this. And Ashtar will
I
tell
think
you,
he may have, and like,
Ashtar will tell you, if you ask him right now, if you wanted to materialize in your room where you are, he can materialize in a nanosecond. He's not going to do it until he knows you're ready and you feel comfortable for it. He'll do it when you feel right. You know, that
right,
I do feel that you will eventually feel comfortable enough to physically have him in the room like you're having a conversation with me, and he will communicate with you. Right now, there's sound coming through. What is that? A car going by or something else?
yeah, that was just a car.
A
Cause
car,
see,
okay.
sometimes when I'm in my room, I hear something like that, but it's not, it don't sound like a car, but through the phone it sounds like something else. Because from what I
Right,
heard last night when April came on and they were speaking,
right,
that's exactly what it sounds like.
right. So I think that he's preparing you, Commander Ashtar himself. I think he is preparing you
Yeah, he did
where
say
he,
that.
yeah, he is. He is preparing you. I know this. I believe if I had to go and close my eyes for a minute, I would say within the next month and a half, within a month and a half, maybe slightly less, you'll be ready to physically see Ashtar for some reason. Hollywood,
Yeah, he said that it's going to be very soon.
yes, yes, you're going to see him. And Hollywood, Ashtar is a space person, a space being. Let me show the picture again for people that have never seen. This is Tuela's drawing of Commander Ashtar. I want people to see this.
Let me see. Oh, he's gonna show
This is a clear picture of him here. So this is a picture for people just watching the Encounter show.
it.
This is Commander Ashtar. This is what he looks like. This is a painting of him from Tuela, who's no longer with us. Ashtar is a beautiful being of light from the Ashtar Command. This is the original picture before the pictures of Ashtar appeared with like a light, long hair. This is the original picture from Tuela's books that are out of print of Commander Ashtar. So you can get to see what he looks like for those who are wondering, okay, well, who's this Ashtar? This gives you an image of what Ashtar looks like. Now, there are other images of Ashtar that show him having, in recent years, more longer hair, and that might not be inaccurate, but you're welcome, Hollywood. So this is a picture of Ashtar, who she's communicating with, and he is actually communicating directly with Debra. Is Ashtar
Right.
speaking?
And but just so people know, but he did say he said I showed you me last night, and because he wants people to know about his long hair.
His long hair? Yeah. He wants people to know he has
Yeah.
long hair. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's like that. Yeah, I think because he's like that was apparently from so many years ago or something, and
Hmm?
he's like, I have let my hair down.
So he might have grown his hair longer than it was when these drawings were of him taken years ago for her book, Joella's book. You know, very interesting. You know, you're having some beautiful
Yeah.
things. It's amazing. Uh, it's amazing what's going on here, and more of this is going to go on. I think, Deborah, for you. I think there's a lot of people out there in the world that are going to
Hmm.
find this show, and they're going to also find out their connection with the command in general. And I do believe that's going to happen a lot to a lot of people here. Um,
Yeah, and I'm really grateful for this show because he's been telling me for a while, like a good probably year now. I need to share my story and share what I'm doing because he said other people need to be aware of this because other people are like me. They were having this stuff happen to them, and I just thought it was just me. And he said people need to know, because when things do happen, and they do come down, we don't want to be harmed. He said, but they can stop it from happening with people harming them. But he said, we don't want them in fear.
Right, right. No, the Ashtar oversees a large group of a sector of the Ashtar Command. He oversees a large galactic group of the command in another sector of our universe. So the fact that you're having that connection with him very directly is, I think, just a really beautiful thing. So now you know that there's the echo name you used. Now you know that he finally came forth and said, "My name is Ashtar," and that's a beautiful thing.
Hmm.
And his energy is very beautiful. He has a very beautiful energy about him, which I think it's beautiful that you're having
Every
that
time he's
relationship.
around,
Hmm.
yeah, when he's around, when he's in the room, I feel him.
Yes.
It just recently got that way. I
Hmm.
feel like I was meant to be here in Georgia. I don't know
Hmm.
why. There's something here in Georgia for me that I need to do, or
Hmm.
something is happening. I don't know. But I finally got here to Georgia, and since I've been here, I get chills. I've never had the chills like I do now. It starts from like my head, like in my hair. And then sometimes it stays there, and sometimes it goes to my arms, but I feel him when he's physically, I think physically,
Yeah.
here, or rather
Oh,
than
yes.
just in my
He
mind,
could
in
be.
my,
He
yeah.
he might have physically manifested in your house, and if he even does come into your house, he could be cloaked. Like he can be there and you're talking to him, but he's not
Yes.
physically showing his body. He's a slightly tall human. He is human, people should
Hmm.
know. He might be slightly taller, which he is. And Ashtar will eventually decloak himself in the future. Um,
I have a question, um, because that was a motorcycle going by. I have a
okay.
question, because he did say, when I was asking him to, show me himself, he said, okay, I'm going to try. But he said, just remember, you used to look like this. And I'm like, what do you mean? But he showed me a picture, of the image of him, like human like.
All right.
So I'm just like, why would I be afraid of that? But I don't know what that means. I used to look like him.
Well, okay. So let me explain something. When he says you used to look like him, it doesn't mean you looked like him. We've talked about on Friday nights, and Friday night is our Ashtar Command Contact night. We've talked about how on the ship where I come from, my physical body, my star body, it's different. It's taller. I have longer hair. I have a beard. Um, so your
Hmm.
body, your cosmic, your star body, your human body, which is from the stars, is in stasis. What stasis means is you have another body. So you have the human body, but you have another body off planet, which is your star body, your space body. That body is protected. That body is on a
Okay.
ship with many other bodies that are from off planet that are people that are human here who are awakened to the point they know they're from somewhere else. You all have a physical space body that's human on a ship that protects all the bodies in stasis. So stasis is that your body is still very much
Mhm.
alive and protected until you decide, once your mission is over, to go back, either coming back to Earth, continue with Earth, or go into the body that's in stasis.
Mhm.
My dear friend Ashtar Athena told me about this years ago, that she said, Commander, you have a body on a spaceship that is being protected in stasis. I didn't know that what that meant years ago, but we all who are from other
Right.
worlds, who are at least awakened to the fact that you feel you're not from here, you have a space body, human body, that is on a special ship that is in what we call stasis. So your body's in stasis. So
Okay,
what's
that
really
makes
interesting with you
sense.
is that you're communicating directly with the commander Ashtar, who, to my own time, say the name, hearing that name Ashtar, he's a very loving, loving being. And you're having communications, Commander Ashtar. That is phenomenal. That's amazing.
Yeah, I feel lucky. I really do.
Yes. You can ask Ashtar, that when he says you're like him, now you know you're like him. You're not physically like Ashtar. You have a body
Right.
that is a female body on the spaceship that is in stasis. You have a space body. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, he tried to explain it to me a while back when I was calling him Echo. This was like a couple a year or so ago.
Hmm.
Um, and he said, "Do you know how you see in movies where people go under I can't remember. They put them like in a amnesia or something like that, and they're traveling to this other
Are you talking
world and
about
this,
hypnotism?
yeah,
Okay, hypnotic regression.
I'm sorry.
Are you talking about hypnotic regression? Is that the word you're trying to figure out to use?
Probably where they put people in like those cryogenic things or something, and then years
Right.
later they get woke up again.
Oh, okay.
He said it's not like that, but he said that's an example of what I'm telling you.
Hmm. Yeah, it's not cryogenics, but
Like
your
where your
body's.
body is or whatever. Like you're
Well, that's right.
basically outside of your body somewhere.
Well, that's what April and we talk about is that your body, the body that you have, your cosmic body, is actually very physical, and it's very
Mhm.
protected on a spaceship specifically for you. So when you decide, let's say when you finish being on Earth, you have the ability to go back to your star body, which is your female body on the ship, and we have
Mhm.
a motorcycle going by. When you wake up, if you choose to go back into your physical space body as the woman that you are in off planet, you will wake up into that body, and you'll now be back in that realm of who you are, and you'll see all your space family and all the space people that you're connected with. Do you understand what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. He was just
Hmm.
telling me, he said basically your soul is going around and doing all these things that, like building up, um, you know how you go to learn lessons and things like that. Your
Yes.
soul is going outside of your body to learn things, and then you can return back to your space body. So that's what he just told me.
Okay. And a good evening, sister. April doesn't want to come up, but my father. They're actually speaking through her phone again. Um, so they're watching the show from the spaceship. So Robar and I'm sure her father is
Hello.
watching, and they're watching you. They can see you on the screen here. They can see everybody on the screen here on the ship. You're all being seen here, and they can read all your comments. So I want you to know that whenever I'm on here, they are watching the program. Okay, and uh, and so with you, Deborah, they're watching you. They love you. They Commander Ashtar loves you, and you will and you have if you've been in contact. Now you know that Ashtar's name is not Echo, but that Ashtar, you
Right,
are.
yeah.
that
He said he's
that
been
Ashtar's
waiting
name
for me
is
to
not
ask that
Echo.
for so long.
And I'm laughing because it's just to me, it's been many years since I've seen somebody else uh, here on Earth again. And what you're getting is telepathic communications. And I want to explain something to people. Channeling is a whole different thing. Debra has no channeling going on. He's communicating with her through telepathy. Telepathy is conscious to conscious communications through the mind. And the beautiful part is, she has a very strong connection. And I believe you're going to find out that you have a very important mission to do. And I know it might be like, I don't know what the
I
mission is
do.
yet.
I
You
just
do,
don't know what it
do you
is.
understand you have a mission?
Yeah, I do. I just don't know what it is.
Okay.
He says it's a pretty big one, and I'm like, I don't get it. I'm a stay-at-home mom. You know, what could I possibly do? He said you've got a big job.
You do. You have a very big job. I have also a feeling, and I know I'm getting this. I might as well say it. Why I've got it going through me here, and if I am wrong, I will actually. You got traffic going. You got a car going by you.
Yeah, it was a big truck. We live on a highway sort of
Oh, you live on a
thing.
highway.
It's out in the
Okay.
woods, but it's like a highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can hear the car. So here's the thing. I think there are going to be a few other people you're going to meet, and in your own unique way, even though you don't know what it is, including my sister April, she's saying right here, I said the same thing. I said, I'm just a grandma and a mother. This is when she first had contact. And she said the same exact thing that you're saying. Okay, we're going to bring April up here. She has to be up here because
That's on
there's
my
something
phone.
here.
They're going
And,
through.
and so you have a mission. Actually think where you are, you might not know this yet, but you're going to be connecting with probably a few other people that are going to come on this show. They're
Hmm.
going to find this show and they're going to connect with you. They're going to find
Yeah.
you. That's what's going to happen. Do you
Right.
understand that?
Yeah, this was part of what he was telling me that I needed to
Mm-hmm.
get out there so that I could meet these people. And I did ask him. I said I don't know. It must be. I was joking. He does have a sense of humor.
Oh yes,
And
Ashtar does.
I said, well, it must be a really small job. Yeah. And he said it must be, or I said it must be a really small job. And he says, no. He says, you are going to be a leader one day. You've got a big job. And I said, well, I feel lazy all the time, which I'm anemic and stuff.
Okay,
But he said, that's not because you're lazy. He said, you have a big job coming, and part of you knows that. So you're kind of like taking a vacation right now.
you're taking a
He said, because
vacation
when
right
it
now.
comes, you're not going to have, yeah. He said, when it
Well,
comes
you
to
kind of are
you
taking a
and you
vacation
know
right
what
now
you're,
in a way.
yeah. He said, when it comes to you and you're going to know what to do. He's
Hmm.
already been giving me tasks that I run into through life. And he instructs me what to do um, through these things. And it always ends up coming, the outcome ends up, really good.
Hmm.
And it's been some major things.
That's your
Hmm.
training starting.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
That's what I thought.
That's your
Yeah,
training
that's what
starting.
I
That's what they've been
thought.
doing to me too. Yeah, that's what they are. They where you guys were talking, they're talking like over you guys, and they are saying, you're part of the 15. So this is a second set, Commander. Do you know that this is the
You
second
know,
one? We
isn't it
we have
amazing?
found we have been in communications with one other person that is there is 15 sets of five of chosen ones across the planet that are gonna that are and what part of our mission is, and they're saying yes. But what our mission is, you'll have a secret mission that only you and your group will know about,
Mm-hmm.
and then you will also have the mission of helping usher humanity into the new change, to the new world, to help
Mm-hmm.
help wake people up, help people not be afraid. That's why he's saying you have a big job, and
Yeah.
he's saying
See.
yes. He's saying yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, Deborah, our family's
Okay.
watching. Our physical cosmic family, April's family, my family, and others on other ships are monitoring the show and watching it, including, like I said earlier with you, Commander Ashtar is watching the show too.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, when I came
He
across
just said
this,
I
I had
am.
that
This is
feeling like it
this
jumped out at me.
this is Ashtar on here, Commander.
what?
It jumped
It
out at
is
me.
Ashtar on here. He just said I am.
He's talking to you through your phone.
Yes, he just said I am.
Ashtar, good evening, brother. Um, Ashtar, it's good to hear from you as well. If people wonder what I'm doing here, we're actually communicating in April's phone, the phone she's on, our space family and those that we are connected with within the command are watching, can hear every word we're saying. So if you're having trouble understanding what's going on here,
He
I
said
understand
yes,
that.
hi. I'm sorry. He said yes,
Yeah,
hi.
Yeah, and ask him if he
He can
remembers
hear you.
Ashtar Athena in California. He should know Ashtar Athena very well. Ashtar Athena is in Los Angeles, Ashtar. You know that, correct?
Yes. He's very
Yes.
calm about it. He's like he mumbled and then he's very calm about it. He says he misses her.
Yes. Ashtar is married to Athena. Athena is a friend of mine
Oh,
who is in California. She is now in her 70s, I think, on Earth years. But Athena is Commander Ashtar's mate, and I know this. I've known Athena is my dear friend, and I call her my cosmic mother. I met her years ago, and she misses Ashtar too. Ashtar, she misses you too. I know she does.
He said he can't wait for her to come home.
Yes, he's waiting for her to come
oh,
back to
that's
her
so
space
sweet.
body. Is what's
When
happening.
you want to know the one beautiful thing is when space people mate, they mate for life, and they meet out of
Yes.
pure, true love. It's actually pretty beautiful.
Yes, and Virginia says you are all doing
That's
great
sweet.
about explaining everything to us. I am so grateful for coming across this live. And so we don't assume everybody here knows what's going on, and that's why I think it's really important that without assuming anything, we're able to help people understand what's going on here. Because what's going on here is very important. It's not happening on YouTube. It's not happening on Facebook. It's not happening on other
It really
TikTok
is.
lives. It's very important that I
Ashtar
was.
told me to keep up with this.
Ashtar says what now?
He told me when I first even seen this, you know how you just get a feeling like, for example, love at first sight. Not saying that here. I'm just saying
Right, right.
like you just snap like into I know this is something for
Mm-hmm.
me, and
Yes.
I asked her when I was calling him Echo, he said this is, and you need to keep up with this because this is your guidance. And I was like, I'm never gonna get on here, like you know me, I don't talk, and stuff like that. He said, but you will feel comfortable when you do speak to them, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
I get nervous and stuff on the phone and stuff, and I've really got to enjoy this live.
Oh, thank you. And Sharon, I
And it
think,
means
is
something
asking
very
April a
important.
question too. But go ahead, Deborah.
Oh, I
She's
was just saying
asking.
it does mean something very important.
Yes, it does. And Sharon's asking April, can you explain the significance of Scarco something Scarcohabagus? I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. Sarcophagus. I think it's Sarcohacus.
I don't know what that
I
is.
have no idea what that means. I am trying.
Sir, no, that ain't it.
Um,
Hold on, they're speaking. He's telling you, Deborah, that you need to calm yourself and silence your mind. And they'll
Okay, that's kind
hold
of what
on.
he was
He's
saying
still
last
hold on.
night.
He's still speaking. Hold on. And not worry about the small stuff that you will know what to do when the time comes.
Okay, yeah, he's told me that too. But before this show, and thank you for relaying that.
You're welcome.
yeah. So Deborah, as you calm yourself from thinking too much about it, you as when you calm your consciousness or your brain, you'll be able. That's what you need to do is calm your human brain down so you're able to do this. That's really important that you calm yourself. Your body is like all amped up, which is good, but you have
Hmm.
to integrate it.
Right. And that's what he was telling me last night. What I was saying when my mind started going again after I got relaxed. I don't know. He said that I'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
But just right now, because I guess it's a bit of excitement and fear at the same time.
Mm-hmm. No, you're extremely excited. I knew that, like, from, the minute I brought you on live the other night, that you're extremely excited, and you should be. You absolutely should be, because
Yeah.
you are taking on an important mission where you are on the planet. You're going to be taking on an important mission, and there's going to be, and I believe they're going to find it through this show, there's going to be other people coming here on encounters that are going to somehow connect with you, and they're going to connect here. When they do, you'll all be the right people for each other to be together. As April was saying, the group
Hmm.
of 15, the 5, 5, and 5, in that 15 group, there'll be 4 other people, and I don't know who they are, but there'll be 4 other human beings on Earth that you're going to connect with through this show, and you're going to be another group. And eventually, I do believe that you're going to be the one in the group of the 5 that they will come to you, and you'll be taken on the journey on the spaceship for your mission work. That's what I'm telling you, because that's what I understand to
That
be
would
true.
be a blessing.
No, that's
Yeah, that
actually
would
going to happen
be
to you.
great. I mean, it would help a lot.
I'm actually giving you
Yeah.
information.
So okay, that's really great.
He's saying your journey's different.
How long would
Hang on a second,
it's
sorry.
different?
Yeah, he's saying your journey is different.
Okay.
You will know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, for
I'm sorry, my
example,
dog.
April and myself, Chesno, Johnny, and Kit Kat, our mission is different. Your mission will be different. It won't be the same as our mission, but it will be very important. Whatever that is, you'll learn that when you go on the ship. When they come through and open a
Okay.
rift in your home, you'll be taken on the ship, as you've known April to be all the time. I've known her for a long, long time. When they take her, a rift opens up, which is sort of like the wall. If it was in a room, the wall dematerializes, and they say, "Okay, let's go on the ship. It's time." And she'll say, "Oh, I have to go." She goes on the ship.
Hmm.
You're going to have a similar experience in terms of how you get there. It'll be like a nanosecond when you go on the ship. You will know when that experience happens. But Commander Ashtar, you will actually meet Ashtar, and I think in your particular mission, you're going to be going on a ship where Ashtar is, and you're going to meet Ashtar. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I was just saying that I would be with him.
Yes, he's on a different ship, but you're going to actually meet the physical being known as Ashtar. I'm actually giving you this information right now. You will meet him. Do you understand this?
Okay. Yeah, I do, and
Okay.
it's this is
Okay,
helping so
I'm
much.
gonna message you in a little while because he just gave me a message to give to you, but it's only for you.
Yeah. It'll be a
Okay, so no
I'll
one
private.
else can
message you.
see it.
Right.
Right, I'll
April will have to
message you in a
message
little
you, and
bit.
that's going to be a private message for you, not for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it is very interesting, folks. You're watching Encounters. Like I say, I never know what's going to happen on this show. I've always learned to be spontaneous. Most of my adult life, I've been a pretty spontaneous person anyway. But the one thing about here is I know when we are here together on this show, and if people say, well, this show's not the same as it was like when you first came on, well, why would it be the same as when I came on? If it was the same as when I came on, I'd be stagnant. I wouldn't be
Hmm.
growing. I wouldn't be expanding consciousness. I would be still the same as I was when I came on a year ago. So it's become a
Right.
place where we are coming together, and these things are happening now. So yeah, so Ashtar, you have a very strong relationship as a sister, in a sense. How should I say it? You have a very strong relationship with Ashtar on a level that he will explain to you when you meet each other.
So when he said he's my brother, like I'm literally his sister, like
Um, I don't think in
space,
that way.
They
or
call
is that
everybody brothers and sisters because they consider us all one family. They consider us all
okay?
one, so they often refer to each other as brother and sister. Me and the commander are actually like brother and
Okay.
sister because we
Right.
were brought
That's
up
right.
in the same
He
home. We're
Pretty
like
much.
brother and sister.
he just told me. He just told me when I asked that, he said, because I didn't, I didn't ask that or think that question last night, but when I just asked while y'all were talking, he said that he is a brother to me because that's what I need most in my life.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I used to look up to my brother, but my brother was never in my life the way that a brother should be and stuff. And he said that's where you feel most comfortable.
He's saying that
Yeah.
you need connection right
Yep.
now, which is why you were guided to us.
Yeah.
He said,
Absolutely. There's everything happens for a reason. And just give people some understanding. I'm a talk show host for over 21 years on NPR radio. I'm still on NPR radio for 21 years. I do a show called The Cosmic Eye Sunday mornings. I'm a contactee. So I've had contact with human spiritual space people in the 60s when I was a kid. So my background was intergalactic communications on the ships. And when I go back, I'll probably get back to doing that again when I'm on the ships again in my space body, so to speak. So all
mm-hmm.
these things, like April's talking about, all the things we've talked about here on the show, people's stories, it's really happening for a lot of people that are remembering they're not just a human being, but we all come from other planetary systems. And you don't have to remember any of this right now. You might not even understand a word I'm saying, but that's okay. The fact is, the reason why you came here is not by any coincidence. You're here because your inner spirit guided you here. Your brain might be fighting you and saying, oh, this is not real, this is not possible. But your inner spirit knows the truth. Your inner spirit guides you here, and that's why you're here. In truth, that's it.
Right.
That's always it. The brain can
Yeah.
fight,
He
the
was
mind can
telling me
fight.
when we
But
were, I'm sorry. He was telling me when you were talking about you may not remember this,
mhm,
you may not even remember this and stuff like that. He said that when you're going through things in life and things that you need to learn, uh, you will remember it when it's time if your mind don't pick it up right away. But it is I want to say to use the word I'm trying to look for, but I don't know. Embedded is the only thing that I can think right now into your
mhm,
mind. So later when
mhm.
you need it, you will remember it.
Yeah. And there's so many things going on planet Earth right now. As I monitor, one of the things I do, I haven't talked about much, is that I do monitor what I see happening on the planet. And there's a lot going on. And right now, things on many different levels, things are going on. There's an Earth-based level of things going on that are affecting everyday life of every human being, billions of people. There's another thing going on, which is beyond the human level, which is the more cosmic level that's going on, which is the galactic level that's going on, which is the aspect of the fact that for many people, billions of people, they're not going to know what's going on in terms of what's happening right here at this moment, right here as we speak. They will know down the road as we have contact on a more larger scale with the people of Earth that some people are going to maybe freak out, and that is part of some of the human experience of billions of people. But there's also going to be many of that here are going to be ready for contact when we have the manifestation of physical contact on our planet Earth. You who are here now will be much more prepared to meet our brothers and sisters from other planetary systems as you become more at peace with understanding this. Do you understand?
Commander,
Yes.
he's
I
saying you have
do.
traveled with him.
What? Saying what?
He is telling me right now that you have traveled with him.
With
I'm
Ashtar?
yes, and what he's trying to explain to me is that you have done it. You have astro projected with him. Is what
I didn't know that part. That I didn't know.
all those times you've gone off planet, when you're doing your stuff.
Yeah.
But he's saying that you have been off planet with him.
I've been
You've
on the ship with him.
you have traveled with him, he said.
I've traveled with Ashtar.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what he's telling. He's saying yes. He's confirming that. That's what he's explaining to me.
Ashtar will remember me when Athena and I were in Connecticut, when he had to leave and leave to go back to either Sedona, Arizona with Athena, or I think it was LA. I don't remember. I actually felt sad, because
Yeah,
I was actually, we were talking. He'll remember this.
you have a
And,
connection. He's saying you guys are connected. He's saying we
yes,
are connected.
yes,
You are connected with him. Did you
yes,
know that? That's what he's telling me right now.
yes. I felt sad when Ashtar had to leave. Every time I would see Ashtar and he had to leave, I always say my brother, I just felt my emotions would get very, overwhelmed.
I'm
And
I'm very
I was
new at this
actually crying.
telepathy thing. Sorry, I'm new at this whole telepathy, and then the phone. It's like I'm reading what he's telling me. Um,
Yeah,
that's what
I
he's
remember the
saying.
times when I actually was in tears because Ashtar was leaving. And
Yeah.
I actually was crying.
It's because you have traveled with him, and that's what he's saying. That's what he's explaining to me. You may not remember it right off, but you will.
I'm pretty sure I will. And he remembers, when he's been on Earth, those things that have happened. If some people don't understand this, it's really something I've not talked about before about Ashtar and my relationship with him. He and I,
He said longtime
he's like a
friend.
brother. Yes, very
He
long
said
time friends,
longtime
Ashtar and me.
friend.
Yeah. And when I
Wow.
used to think about Ashtar, when I would speak to him, Ashtar got to drive in a car I had many years ago. And Ashtar, when we'd speak, he would have a certain mannerism about him. And I found it funny. It was an interstate highway with Ashtar in the passenger seat, and Ashtar would have this certain kind of head movement. He would turn his head a certain way, and
He's
Ashtar would
hold on.
make me laugh. I said, Ashtar, how do you
Commander,
like
he's
driving on the
speaking.
highway?
He's speaking right now. Hold on. He
I
he
need to ask him to tell me.
he's saying that you have had many conversations off planet.
Oh, with Ashtar,
Yeah.
I believe that to be true.
He's saying, do you remember him as a boy? When you were a
That
boy.
I don't remember that yet, but my memories are starting to come back a lot more now. I don't remember Ashtar as a boy when he was a kid.
No,
I
he's
don't
talking about
honestly
when I'm
remember that.
sorry, let me rephrase that. When he meant when you were a boy, you had
What?
many conversations. I'm sorry, I confused that when I was saying it.
Okay,
He said when you were a boy, you guys had many conversations uh, under a tree.
under a
Yes.
tree.
Yes. He's
I don't
confirming
remember
that.
that honestly. I don't remember that, but I just don't remember that. I remember a lot about when the spaceship in my cul-de-sac in Long Island appeared, and men, women, and children were on a ship wearing light blue outfits. That
Memories will
I
soon
remember.
be memories will soon be given back to you
Yeah,
of this time.
I just honestly don't remember that right now. But that's okay.
He's saying that your memories are going to be given back to you soon of this time of the time when you guys spent time together.
When we were kids.
Yes, when you were a child. When
Matthew's
you were a
saying,
child, he was already an
well, as a
adult when you
child
were a
too.
child. Yes, that's what he's saying.
Matthew's saying, was Ashtar a little Ashtar? Yes, Ashtar was
Ashtar,
one time he was a little Ashtar.
he was art because Ashtar is like he's hundreds of years old, but you were a boy still off
I
planet,
was a boy
and
still.
yeah, and he's saying what he's saying and showing me is that you guys sat underneath a tree and he had several conversations with you. Is basically
Yeah.
what he's saying, and he says your memories of this time will be given of that time will be given back to you soon,
Okay. Oh, good. So it'll happen out of the blue moon, and I'll remember.
and he's confirming that.
Okay. I trust in that because I have been in the last 10 years. I've been very activated. Like when I send spaceships and the Ashtar command ships to help people, people tell me in private messaging that Commander, what you did it actually happened. What you did for me actually worked. So I have the ability to I've been activated to be able to send ships if I need to. If I need to, based on what I hear from somebody I interview, I will send a spaceship over their location, and we usually will send 7 to 10 of the Ashtar Command people into their home to help them. And it's worked every time I do this. I've had that ability for a long time.
He's 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 telling me that I'm a leader too.
He's telling you you're a leader too?
Yeah. But he's saying that me and Deborah were supposed to meet.
You know, it's
See,
interesting you
that's what
say
he's
that,
been
April.
telling me, and he just told me, oh my gosh, because he was telling me to talk to y'all about being kind of like a mentor, but I told him, I said, well, will you tell them that, like, in a way of definite confirmation, and that's what he's going
He's
into, I
saying yes.
think.
He's saying yes. He's confirming that.
Wow, mind blown.
You know, and I've learned something
Wow.
here on this show. I'm
Oh,
going with the
yay.
flow of where we're going galactically on this show. And what's happening is this show is being expanded on levels that even I couldn't even ever know when I first came on here on TikTok. So we're just we're letting the show flow in a galactic cosmic way where it's supposed to be. And that's what we're doing. We're
Commander,
just, what?
Ashtar is requesting a song.
Are you kidding me?
I am not. And he's laughing too.
No,
He's laughing.
he did this last night.
Uh,
They love your
Ashtar's
songs.
Oh, it wasn't Ashtar.
now,
It was his
Ashtar's
dad.
requesting me to sing a song.
Yes.
Okay, let me
You
get
have
a
fans.
consensus. Does everybody want me to sing a song for Commander Ashtar on the show? Is that what I'm doing?
But you don't have
I
a.
say go for
He's telling you yes.
He's saying yes.
Yes.
Tell,
He's
I'll
laughing,
make him
saying
a deal.
yes.
I'll make Ashtar a deal right now. I'll sing him a song if one night he comes when I'm doing my live, and he comes in and hangs out, for a while during the show. I will do that. I
He,
want to see what he says.
he's saying I am. What do you think I'm doing?
I'm saying I know you are, but I'm telling Ashtar something else. I'm saying I
He's
know you're right
funny.
there watching it. I'm inviting you into my living room, into my house, and you can even have apple cider. I don't have any tonight, but I will have more apple cider by the weekend.
He's laughing. He's funny.
If you come into our house, Ashtar, with the apple, I'll give you a glass of apple cider. And when I'm on my TikTok live here, you can actually look into the screen and say hello to everybody. How's that sound?
I think he's the green light that we seen last night.
What's happening? I heard a male voice. Who is that?
I'm sorry, that was my husband because
Oh,
he said I think that was the light we seen last night in our room.
Commander Ashtar?
Because every now and then, yeah, I think so. Because just
No,
before
Deborah,
we went to
that's your
bed, this only
fairy.
happened one other time.
Deborah, that's your
I'm
fairy.
sorry.
That is your fairy protector. Small glowing light.
Oh,
That is your fairy protector.
yeah.
All glowing green light.
Yes,
Okay.
he's agreeing.
I told you it was good.
So every single
See, I've been
human
talking
being
about.
Every single human being has a fairy protector. They have forgotten that they can see them and communicate with them as they've gotten older and turned into adults. Some certain specific
Mhm.
people start seeing them after they turn into adults, or people can be relearn how to see them again once they start believing. But you, because of who you are now, and because you are so open, you are now seeing her. And I get that it's a female.
Oh, there you go. That's
That's what
interesting.
I've been saying.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much
You were so
because
welcome.
I've been actually talking about putting out like doing a fairy garden around my tree.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I've been excited about this project, you know. And I told my husband about it, and like I told y'all, like I talked to him about things that I feel are true and I believe
Mm-hmm.
because it's so real. And I was talking to him about it, and he's like, "Go for it," you know. He hasn't like doubted me, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's ever been like, "Okay, you're crazy" in his own head, but he believes me, you know.
Come
Well, he
on,
will.
Deborah, come on my live tomorrow around 9 o'clock, and I'll let you see what real fairies look like.
And she has them. They hang out.
Okay.
She has a lot of fairies hanging out with her.
I do a delayed lighting with the fairies, and they dance. But when I do this, the people in my live can visually see the fairies.
And the only thing you have to worry about when April
Oh,
does the thing with the lights is that at some points, if she's
Stop it.
playing music, if she's playing music, she doesn't mean to do this. But our family, when they hear the music, they think it's time for her to go on the ship.
okay.
So then they play the music and they're dancing and say, okay, let's go on the ship right now.
You'll actually get to see, so the Ashtar command often pops in when I do this, and you can see them too.
Yeah. As
So
long as
you
they
can,
don't take you on the ship
Okay.
during your broadcast, you're good.
but he's laughing. He's saying, "Yep."
When
They know I know what they do on the ship with our family does with April. They get the music going and they make it look like she's going to be staying in with the fairies and doing the music. And then either her father, my father, or somebody in her family comes and said, "You know what? We got to go and journey off the planet for a little bit here. You can come back later on your TikTok." And they say, "Okay." And then April says, "I'm going now. I can't do the voice, but I'm going now. I'll see you later." Was that a good impression?
oh,
Good, pretty good.
crazy.
Good, thank you. I'm sure they're laughing right
Laughing.
now.
There's
I have a
several
sense of
people
humor.
laughing right now.
But Ashtar wants me to
Oh
sing
yeah,
a
I'm
song.
sorry.
Ashtar wants me to sing a song. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. I will sing him a song. He hits a heart. So do people want me to sing a song for Ashtar? I know you can't hear him, but he's watching on a monitor on a spaceship. This is really happening. You just have to believe me. Okay, I'm going to sing a song now. I have no
Everybody's
idea what it's going
quiet for a second and listens. He's talking, so hold on. Just everybody be quiet for 1 second. Maybe you guys can hear him. They're playing a tone. He's saying 1, 2, 3. Like, get it started.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, I will. You know, you can't force a person to sing a song. It has to come out naturally, Ashtar. So I will actually sing a song. I have no idea what I'm going to be singing, but it will have some cosmic references. That's all I know. So let me close my eyes when I do this. I'll take my glasses off here so you can see my galactic face and, the beautiful being of light that I am on Earth in this human form. Don't
I'm
go
gonna step
crazy
away
over
for
me.
a
I'm
minute.
not
I'm gonna leave
Elvis.
my phone on. I'm just gonna step away for 1 second.
Okay. So we're going to sing a song here. Give me a moment. Starry, starry night. When I was viewing it, I saw the lights in it. Everywhere I go. Starry, starry night. When I travel with you to the stars. We went to the moon and Mars and beyond, you know. Starry, starry night. How beautiful the lights could be. Different colors of the sea. Starry, starry night. Starry, starry night. When we go around the world, we could see the whole universe. Starry, starry night. When we were children, we would play. In space, we would say, We would go here and there. We would go everywhere. Starry, starry night. The world is coming to a peace that you will see and feast in a beautiful way. Starry, starry night. As we come to you, we will do together everything we say. Starry, starry night. The waves are flowing from the sea to you and me. Starry, starry night. And as we come to you, you will see the true blue of the ocean, and it's true. Starry, starry night. That's my song.
You should be a
Starry, starry night.
songwriter. That was actually really good.
Thank you. That's my song. So not only am I a talk show host, but I can sing galactic songs
You're
and
a
I don't
singer.
remember anything. I'm a singer.
I'm a fan. Good job.
Thank you. I have my album, my new release will be coming out in space. You can't buy it on Earth. It'll be totally free. You have to be on a spaceship to get one of the, if you want an autographed signature from me, we don't do that in space. We don't have like autographs or whatever. We don't even have CDs. It's just something you'll have to remember in your consciousness. I hope you can do that. So it's good to have you with us,
I
folks.
can remember.
Ashtar, I hope you're happy. I sang you a song. This song was for Commander Ashtar. I sang the song for him. He requested me to sing a song, so I absolutely did this for my friend Ashtar. And he's watching on the spaceship. Alien Toast, thank you for the team bracelet. We appreciate all your gifts. I do have a goal set. Just let people, I do have a goal of 8 galaxies. So since we're in a galactic frame of consciousness here, I'm doing galaxies. Trish, thank you for the heart me. For those that have saved up enough galaxies for a lifetime, thank you for the bracelet. Trisla, Aussie, thank you for the gift. We appreciate it. Aussie, thank you for the roses. We appreciate the roses. Every gift helps. Every gift counts. So we appreciate all your little gifts out there in during the show here. And so I want to say Commander Ashtar is watching. Say again?
Oh, that was a truck passing
Yeah,
by.
I heard the truck going by. And what were you
It's
saying?
tricky, isn't it?
It's what
Oh,
now?
me? Oh, I don't even remember. I said it's tricky when they start passing by
Oh yeah, the
through the
trucks. I
phone.
now know when the trucks are going
Yeah.
by, they have a loud noise. That's the trucks or the vehicles or the cars or what have you. So you do have
Yeah,
truck
because I
traffic there.
imagine through the phone it does sound like that. Judging
Yeah.
by from hearing them through
Thank you,
April's phone.
AK. Thank you for the first galaxy. But I think what's so beautiful about this tonight is that we really are getting an understanding of the fact that when I first interviewed you, um, and going through that interview, I was picking up information how well you were connected with the Ashtar Command, and that beauty, that connection that you have tonight even shows more so. Thank you for all the things that you're doing and all the things you will be doing that you are soon to find out through your communications with Ashtar. You will get a lot of that communications, and then when you message April, you'll get information from April that will help you as well on a private level of things that are just for you to know, to understand, which I think is and very important.
Yeah, and
You know?
again, I can't say it enough. Like, I'm grateful to have come across your live because, like Ashtar was telling me, you need this, and this is where you need to be right now. And I
Yeah,
need you and April, and I don't know, I had a connection with y'all. Before I even spoke with y'all, it was, I felt it really strongly,
yeah,
and I usually don't reach out to people, but this was like, I wanted to, I needed to.
yeah. And just to let Troy Myers know, Ishtar and Ashtar are two different people. Ishtar has nothing to do with space, but Ashtar is the space person, human space person with the Ashtar command. Ishtar is an Earth-based thing, unrelated to Ashtar. So a lot of times people get Ashtar and Ishtar mixed up, but they're not even related to each other.
Pretty similar in the name, though. I
The
think
name gets
is where
people confused
people.
because it's very similar. And then I've had, over the years, I've taught people when
Yeah,
they ask me a question on the internet, I have to educate them and just let them know that Ishtar and Ashtar are two different, totally different. One's space related and one is not
yeah.
space
I don't
related.
think I'm right. I don't think I've heard you. I'm not sure. Before he said his name last night, I don't think I've ever heard you say Ashtar. I heard you say Ishtar. So that's
Nope,
kind
I
of
always say
whenever I was like questioning myself.
really, I always say Ashtar. Hmm. Yeah,
Okay,
I've never
well,
used
because I
Ishtar.
had never. Yeah, I've only started watching this. I think I caught it a week or two ago,
Yeah.
and I've caught you like every night just about it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I
maybe
would never
you've said
say,
it on other ones, and I just
huh. No, maybe my slang of languaging, it might sound like that, but I always say Ashtar. Ashtar command,
yeah.
Ashtar. Yeah, always. Yeah,
Okay.
just so you know. But that's, that's probably what it was. It could be, someone said it could be lagging. Um, it could be my Yankee accent, my living in New England. When I say Ashtar, it could sound slightly different to some people because of the New England part of it. That's possible.
Yeah.
So here we are, on a Wednesday night on Encounters. You're watching Encounters. We have Debra on with us. April's on with us. And Debra is learning that so much more. Now she has more clarification that she has had contact with Commander Ashtar, who's watching the show on his spaceship off planet. He's watching us right now. And also, um, on the other spaceship, they're watching the show, Commander Robar, Nakanook, and the rest of the people on that ship are watching the show through I call it a space monitoring system. They're able to see the program and watch it from the spaceship. So if you don't understand how that works, don't think about it too much. You might get too overwhelmed to figure it out. But they are watching this on the spaceship. They don't have TikTok, but they're watching the TikTok through the spaceship. Just so you know.
Mm.
User 327-76199-1544. Can they tell me something about myself? I'm not sure it really works that way. I think user 327, it's a matter of meditation. Okay. I just saw okay. I just saw a blue flash go by me. I just saw like this blue flash, I swear, for a second. It was so quick. This like beautiful blue flash in front of me
Hmm.
just happened. I had to take my glasses off, and I just saw this blue flash go right across my room. This blue flash of light just came across my room.
That's what it does to mine. Yeah, when April was saying that's my fairy, that's
Mm-hmm.
how that happens with me. It
Mm-hmm.
just kind of goes, not like a vehicle coming by, not that kind of light. It just goes, it kind of plays a little bit on my ceiling, and
Mm-hmm.
then it just kind of goes away. It's
Mm-hmm.
really neat.
Well, this thing was like a really like an aqua blue flash of light. It just took my attention away from what I was doing here. I saw this blue flash of light just come right across the behind the camera here. I mean, I saw this light like right going by through the past the TV set,
Hmm.
past the crystals.
They're doing that because she was talking about her fairy, and I commented on it, and your fairy took that as its cue to make itself known as well. Yours is a boy fairy.
That blue light was really intense. It was just like right
Yeah.
there. It was like,
Yeah, it's pretty intense when I see it myself.
And yeah,
Yeah.
they're emotionally attached with the two. Your fairies are emotionally attached with you as well. So it's gonna feel like intense. It's gonna feel loving, friendly, playful. The more that you acknowledge them, the more that you're gonna start like you'll start feeling like happy because that's the feelings that they will give you.
Yeah, I mean, and when I just said
Mhm.
that, like it took me off of what my thoughts were.
Mm-hmm.
I said I had to take the glasses off for it. I said, wait a minute, either I'm like losing it here, and I saw this long flash of like beautiful light go by me like so quickly that it was like a nanosecond. It just happened.
Yeah, I've seen him messing around in your hair a few times. He prefers your left side. I'm trying to turn
Yeah,
it where you are. Yeah, your left side. He prefers your left side.
my left side.
He
Yeah.
likes your curls.
Now wait till Friday night. Friday night when we do our Ashtar Command Q&A at 11, I have a certain kind of light that I'm going to be using. I'm not going to have my green screen on. And that light is going to be like you're going to be out in space. When I show you this light, it's going to take up the whole room. And this light's going to make you feel like you're off planet. It's just a really beautiful light that I use for the show, for the Ashtar Command Contact show. That'll be on Friday night. So be prepared.
Thank you so much, guys.
How can you tell if you're one? Lee and Rare, how can I tell if you're one? You want to know how can you tell if you're one of the star people? Is that your question? And then she says, is everyone living one? Okay, she wants to know, and anyone who wishes to in our group answer a question. How do you know if you're a star person?
Ashtar just actually confirmed that Lee was a starseed.
Matter of fact, let's see here. Lee, we're going to bring Lee up here. I have a feeling there's a reason why I'm bringing her up here. Lee, we're bringing you up here to join the show. I get this feeling about you. Hey, good evening, Lee.
Good evening.
Welcome to our program.
Thank you. This is my third night or third or
Hello,
fourth
Lee.
time watching.
Well,
Um,
there's I had a feeling about you, Lee, that we're supposed to bring you up here. There's something about you. So it's better to have you on here to talk to us. So ask your question about what you were saying more in verbal terms.
I was asking, is everyone one or
Is
just
everybody
certain?
a star person?
Yes,
No.
Yes, not everybody, but there are people like yourself. I believe you are. I'm just looking at your face, your profile, and I see there's a lot of light energy in you. You're a very loving person, correct?
yes. I love everybody and
I know you do.
everything.
Mhm.
Um.
She has a car or
Whoa.
truck going by her.
Okay.
So
Hold on a minute, guys.
Yeah,
Ashtar
right.
speaking. Um. Lee,
Yes.
you need to meet Debra. Debra, this is Lee. Lee, this is Debra. Ashtar is saying you two need to talk.
Okay. How are you, Deborah?
Yeah, he was telling me I'm good. Axel actually was just telling me that I needed to tell you about my experience. You get like the way that you feel when you're getting okay. He said to ask you if you like when you're getting downloads, like you feel like you're knowing things, or you know what I'm saying, like you just know
I'm,
something,
I'm
or
sorry, I
I
don't
don't
mean
know
to
how to really
interrupt.
explain it, but you have.
Deborah, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. He just said number two. Lee is your number two.
Okay,
Lee is part of your
okay.
five.
And you're my number one.
Well, you're like
I'm
me.
five.
You're like me, and Lee is your second being called out. So Lee, if you don't know,
Okay.
if you've been following us, you know about the groups of five.
this is her third time watching the program.
Okay,
Yes. This is
I'll
my
let you
third
guys
time.
explain. I'll let you guys explain it. Lee is Deborah's number two, like you were with me, Commander.
Yes, Lee, when we say you're number two, let me explain this. April, who I met through TikTok last year, who was a guest on my show, I didn't even know who she was, and a number of other people here I'm friends with here now that I didn't know who they were. There's a thing called a group of five. So within the Ashtar Command, our Galactic Forces of Light, there are groups of five. There's going to be one person who'll be the key person for that group. That person doesn't choose anything truly, but the space people, our brothers and sisters, the ones involved, they know who those people are, which is one, and that's why when I saw you ask your question, I said there's something about you that is really important, and I need to bring you up here, and I know why I needed to do this because you are connected with Deborah to be part of her group of five.
Okay.
Do you understand what that means? When we say group of five, there's going to be information when Ashtar takes Deborah onto the spaceship. She will come back and provide information for you and three other people that are unknown yet that are going to come on my show at some point in the next couple of months. There's going to be three other people that are going to be. I'm going to read their energy, and they're going to be the people that are supposed to be
No,
with
Deborah.
Deborah.
No, they'll present themselves to Deborah, not to
Yeah,
you, to Deborah.
well, not me personally, but yeah.
Okay. So then there's some things that I need to, that's getting delayed to me at times that I need to delay to Leo.
Leandra. You can call me Lee for short.
Leandra,
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
this is really
You guys
Because,
just
so,
follow each other, and that way you guys can talk, amongst
yeah.
yourself, and you can pass your information along to her.
Okay.
right. Okay.
But
So
Yeah.
know that you were
my
supposed to be.
question is there anything I need to do or I'm supposed to do?
I'll take a shot at that in my own way. You will eventually learn what you need to do. You'll be communicated with downloads most likely through the Ashtar command. So I'll put it this way:
Mhm.
through when you do inner reflection, do you meditate?
No, I sit and think and stuff like that. Is that what you meaning? Like just sit by myself and
Yeah, sit by
quietly?
yourself. So the key thing for you is, Leandra, is to be in a place by yourself whether it's sitting on an empty beach or on a trail somewhere, wherever you are, to be by yourself without anything around you and meditation for you would be, if you use the word om or you, those are very vibrational words. And when you meditate, what you're going to do is saying, you always say to yourself, this is it seems cliche in some ways, but it's not, that you say that you are, I am a being. I am a cosmic being of light. And if you say that to yourself and repeat it like a mantra, I am a cosmic being of light, like a mantra, like you and Om. Now you're using that as a mantra. I'm a cosmic being of light. And as you absorb that feeling of words and energy into that word, you will actually connect with your inner self, and your inner guidance will actually help you connect to the space command, which is the Ashtar command, which you're connected with. And
Hmm.
you will have contact specifically with certain space people on the ship that will connect with you now, because now you are connected with Deborah. They will connect with you. They now know who you are. So as like, how do they know who I am? They do. They will connect with you most likely through your dream state or through your telepathy. They'll be communicating consciously mind to mind with you, and they also, through meditation, they will also be able to give you inner guidance, and you'll actually get real information that will at times be downloaded to you as you and Deborah connect. You're going to have a relationship where Deborah's already telepathically communicating with Ashtar. She will have information to share with you as the person who's the one of the five in your group, in her group.
Okay. So basically, she's going to go and get the demands and everything, and then she reports it back to us.
Right. She will get the information and she will report back to you. But understand also that in time, you shall be able to, as you do these meditations, you'll be more comfortable and you'll receive information as well as these other three unknown people that are going to connect with Deborah. Deborah will be like the catalyst, like the intergalactic communicator for the group. And then eventually you'll all eventually be downloaded with more information on your own specific time period.
Okay. Another question I have, because I'm learning, but I want to know so much. It's like I want to know everything. I want to know so much,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I want to know, like, I don't know if a question is too stupid or dumb to ask, but
No,
anything.
there's no stupid questions here. None of them are.
I was taught
No,
here
you
on earth.
definitely need to ask.
I was taught here on earth, in order for you to know, you have to ask. If it's something you don't know, you ask.
Yeah,
So
Oh, always,
I
always.
have
yeah.
so many questions. Like, so what's the name of, do I have a name for the group I'm with, or my family
There's
I'm with?
not. Well, there's not. Well, the name. I will also bring Deborah in on this, and even April. But I can tell you, the grouping that you're with is the Ashtar Command. The Ashtar Command. Let me explain the history here, just briefly to you, Leandra. The Ashtar Command are Christed beings of light. They're like the intergalactic United Nations of the universe. They are men and women. They have families. They come from other planetary systems that are way more advanced, and they live to be hundreds of thousands of years old. And so, if you were to be to know what the Ashtar Command is, it is the positive force of light that exists beyond Earth, and that is now coming back to Earth as we get prepared for contact here on the planet. So, to answer your question, you are connected to that. You're already connected. You have been. You just now are realizing it, and you're learning about it now. You're now asking questions, which are great because you really are part of the galactic levels of the Ashtar Command. As time goes on, there's no rush here. As time goes on, Deborah, with her communications with Ashtar, will answer some of your questions. You're always here on my live on
Yeah.
encounters. You can always ask
Ashtar,
us questions. Go ahead, Deborah.
Ashtar had just told me that she needs to message me whenever she has any kind of questions, if she's getting answers and she's unsure, that I will give her, he will let me know what to, to say to delay to her, is what
Mm-hmm.
he just told me.
Yeah.
He
So,
said, don't feel like it's too stupid, and trust me, don't, because until I seen this show, I was always like, I'm not gonna say nothing to nobody. I'm not gonna ask that. There's no way, and nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. And I thank God I found this group, because I always had the same feeling like you. Like, I'm gonna say something and people's gonna put me in a nut ward or something.
Yeah.
yeah, she
So
knows
I know
that's not
exactly how
happening.
you feel. And trust me, no
Yeah.
question is too out there for me.
He's
Yeah.
I
confirming.
do
He's
have a
confirming it
question.
right now.
Oh,
He's confirming
Is
it and he's
this,
saying welcome.
is the galactic family I'm with, is it Christ based, or do they, or they just love naturally? Like, how? I'll just have so many questions. I'm
The
sorry.
space beings that you are now a part of and the group that you are now a part of are very, very loving beings. Right now, it is your job to start helping people to open up, to spread your love, to start helping people like wake up. And I know you right now are still very brand new into all of this. Deborah can answer a lot of your questions because she's been going through it for a while now. So make sure you follow her and
Yeah.
that way you guys can private message each other, exchange information, whatever you need to do. Your guys' group will be revealed to Deborah, and Deborah's the space people will let her know who the people are in your guys' group, and then it's Deborah's job to do what she needs to do, which is pass the
mm-hmm.
information along. And if there's anything me and the commander can do to help you guys in the meantime, we are more than happy to answer any questions.
Yeah. I mean, we're unconditional about
Yeah.
that. On this
So
show,
what's the
good.
name of my group? What's the name of?
Well,
Ashtar
there's not a
command.
name. Ashtar Command is not a group. It's actually the intergalactic levels of light. The Ashtar
Okay,
Command represents many
Ashtar,
planetary systems. Ashtar, yes.
Ashtar.
Ashtar Command. Yeah. Ashtar Command, Ashtar Galactic Command, it's both basically the same thing. That is the planetary systems of light
Mhm.
that represent the positive forces that are now coming back to Earth in this time period.
Oh, I feel so because I do. I feel different. Like I love
Mm-hmm.
helping
It makes
people.
you feel good.
I love helping people. I love like just praising. I love like, you know, I can be going through something, but I'm gonna listen to your problem and help you figure out your problem before I worry about myself. Like
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
I just feel
yeah.
like if I help you, then my higher power will help me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna make sure you okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what
That's
I
what
do.
we
Yeah,
that's
Lee,
what we
and
call it.
that's kind of how it works. Yeah.
Lee,
Yeah,
welcome to the Ashtar Command.
Thank you.
that's called being self. You are the word I'm looking for in the earth-based word is you're selfless, meaning you're more concerned with others than of
Than
yourself,
myself.
and that
Yes, yes. Because I feel like if I help everybody, even though I have little or nothing, I would give anybody anything that
right,
I have. And I
that's
feel like
right,
my higher power, if I make sure you okay, then my higher power make sure I'm okay.
right.
Exactly.
And
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 that's what it's
and,
about.
and that's what I seem to have done. Like I do. I give people my last. I help people, and I love it though. I don't, and
Yeah,
you know, I don't do it to brag. I do it because I like doing it. I love doing it. Even people that I meet at work, they would come to me and tell me their stories and everything they're going through. And I've never met these people a day in my life, and they just be like, "I feel comfortable with you."
yeah, yeah. Because your light shines brightly. Your light, that's why you're here. You're here to help humanity, and you're helping total strangers in your earthly body. You're doing your mission work. This is part of what you do. But you're going to learn so many more things with you and with Deborah. You're going to learn things as you guys connect with each other. You're going to have a really beautiful relationship on a cosmic level.
Amen.
You know,
Ashtar
Yeah,
just said
I'm
welcome,
excited.
Lee.
I'm excited for you.
what is
Me,
Ashtar saying, April?
Ashtar just said welcome, Lee.
thank you.
Yeah, April's able to hear Ashtar. Deborah is telepathically communicating with him. April can hear Ashtar through the phone she's using on his spaceship. So he is actually listening to your words right now on
Now,
my program.
I have one more thing to say. Now, I know how people and the movies and how people make, you know, space and, you know, other planets as you supposed to be scared. Like I never had the fear, but I what am I trying to say? Do I don't have to, you know, you said the one I'm connected with, the Ashtar, is the
Yes.
light being, the loving, the which so now I don't have to worry about because you know how people say they got abducted and they've been
No, you're not
experimented
having that.
on.
You're not going to have any of that. No,
You're
you're
very,
all
very
protected.
protected.
You're very well protected.
Commander, do you
Yeah,
have your picture? You know how you have those pictures of the Ashtar Command people?
yeah. Do you want me to
Maybe
show it
you can
again?
show Lee, yeah, so that way she knows who
Let
she's
me show
with.
you. I'll show you a picture. This is from my the late Tuella, who's no longer with us, but
The people that these are the space people you are now in contact with.
Ashtar. And then I'm going to show you a picture of Athena, which is a drawing that was made years ago before the internet. And Commander Athena is Ashtar's mate. I'll show you a picture of her too. But this is Commander Ashtar. This is from
Okay.
a book. He's a very loving brother. He's a very loving person. We've had many communications. When my friend Athena would come to Connecticut, I would talk to Ashtar. We had many different discussions. When I was able to the brief times he was able to come here on the East Coast. So this is what Ashtar would look like, and you can see the beauty of the energy from Ashtar.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna let people see what Ashtar's wife looks like.
You remember that one show that you
Which
Right here. Whoops, wait a minute. That's not it. No, that's it. Here we go. This is Ashtar's wife.
Oh, she's
She's also very
beautiful.
beautiful.
She is.
So
She's very beautiful.
that's
Yes.
Ashtar's mate. And he's waiting for her to come back on the ship. She's with Ashtar Athena on Earth, and she's doing the mission work with Athena, Ashtar Athena. But when the mission is completed, Athena, his mate, will come back on the spaceship with him. I've
Okay.
never talked about this before, but I'm sharing this with people right now on the show. So
Now,
this is Athena, and Ashtar is the mate, is her mate. Ashtar is Athena's mate. Okay,
okay.
I'm going to go back to my other thing. Whoops, so that's not what I wanted to do. So I have, there's a lot of things I know, and I'm just sharing this for the first time because Ashtar is listening and watching the show. I'm sure he can appreciate it. Here, okay, here we go. All right. So now you know what Athena looks like, his love, his wife, his mate, and you now
Mm-hmm.
know what Ashtar looks like.
Yes.
Two very beautiful people.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Both of
because
them are.
he said it's amazing that he said the light from my profile picture because a lot of people think that I'm young, but I'm not. I'm 50.
Oh, you might be in the number of Earth ages 50, but in truth, in your true essence of who you are, Leandra, if you're in your space body, you would never look that way at all. You would look to be, you know, 20 or 30 years old.
Yeah. No, I'm saying from because I look like my picture. Don't nobody think that I'm 50. Like it's not like I don't age fast. Like
But can I
Ashtar, like
say
that picture you
something?
showed me of Ashtar.
Um,
Yeah. So
yeah,
again,
he said that everybody sees with different eyes, and um, but you do look younger as well because of like the starseed thing, I guess is what he's trying to say, from like to put it in words.
And that's what I was trying to say too. Maybe that's why I still look younger because of my
Yeah.
star seed. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
what I was trying to say.
Mhm.
That's why I said I don't look
Yeah.
like my age but that's probably why, because of the light and you know who I am.
And listen
Yeah,
to this, after big contact
Mhm.
does happen, they're going to help reverse our aging process. So whatever age you are now, you may be like 30 years old again after contact happens.
Mm.
yeah. That is actually going to happen, folks. You're watching Encounters, the late night. I can't believe it's after 1 in the morning already. You're watching
So are they going to
Unearth with
contact me or are they going to just contact me through Deborah?
Are they going to contact you?
Yeah,
Um,
or do they contact me through Deborah or just tell me what I need to know through Deborah?
I think it's going to be both Deborah and
Ashtar
you.
Ashtar just told me that he can contact you. He said, but until you can trust yourself to know that it's him talking,
Right.
you can come to me, and he'll go through me to you. But he said that he will, contact you. Like I don't know if he has tried, but I think he's saying that he has tried. It
Will be your
Interesting.
almost is
See?
contact person. Deborah will be your contact
yeah,
person.
it almost is.
Listen, the reason why I'm asking is because listen, one time I was stressed out and I was praying. I
Hmm.
was praying and stuff and I kept hearing in my head like you are powerful. You are so powerful. You are
That's him.
so
Yep. Yeah,
that
that's
was him.
him.
He said that was him.
Yes, you're not crazy. That was him. Yep. And you know
he said,
how when you have a voice in your head and you know your own voice from your own mind, but when did it sound like a guy kind of voice like in your
it.
mind's
See, I'm a
uh
woman. I got a woman's voice, and it was a man, and but it kept saying,
yes,
"You are
that was him.
powerful. You are so powerful.
Yep.
Like you don't know who you
Mhm.
are. You are so powerful."
Yeah,
And that's what he was telling me.
that's what he told me. Mhm.
So that was him talking to me.
Yes, babe, it was. Yep.
Amen.
Yeah, see
Yeah,
how
he
beautiful
really
that
comes
is?
through for me, and he will for you when you're feeling vulnerable and down about yourself. Like he really does help, like in those moments as well. He said it makes me sad when y'all feel that way about yourself because you don't know who you are yet.
Yeah. Well, I can
And you will,
honestly.
you'll, Leah, Andrea, you'll get to know more about who you are now because of the aspects of this connection, the beautiful connection you and Deborah are going to have. You're going to have such a beautiful understanding of who you are, and you'll have lots of questions, and that's naturally the way it should be that you will have these questions.
Mhm.
Um, but you
Mhm.
with Deborah, you're going to get answers with her as part of her initial group anyway, and he will when you start becoming more in tune, and you are. But as you become more comfortable, he'll communicate with you on other levels as well. But for the moment, I think it'll be the communications with Deborah is how you're going to get to feel more comfortable with this whole thing that's happening right now. I think that's
Yeah,
going to
and I
be
can't
a
wait
major thing.
to talk to you and help you out, Leo.
Yes, I'm excited. I just knew like something. I knew it was something because it's like the older I get, the more humble I become, the more love I want to share, the more
Hmm.
help I want to give. And it's
Yeah.
the older I get, the more I want to just love and help.
Yeah. Because that's the true essence of who
Yeah.
you are. People you're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. We have Lenore on here. We have Deborah on here. We have April on here. And so as you are now being on here, and there's a reason why I brought you up here, as soon as you started asking questions, I read your energy and I said, you're supposed to be here. I knew this, like right off the bat. And look at what's happening now. This whole beautiful connection with you and Deborah, who's communicating telepathically with Commander Ashtar. You know, it's a beautiful thing. It really is.
Yes. I'm just feel so
I'm
better
excited
that
for
now
you.
I know because I was lost. Like I didn't even know which I'm glad like I got some understanding.
Yeah, I am too. I'm glad you got some understanding.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah,
It
felt.
ain't nothing like being here on earth with no understanding. You know something, you just don't know exactly what. And then if you say anything, you're crazy. They want to lock you up.
oh, you don't have to worry about that. Maybe 30 years ago,
Right.
people are much more open to this now. 30 years later, nobody's crazy. I always have to reinstate that comment. Don't ever think you're crazy. You're not.
I know
You
it.
know. You know it, and that's what
Wow.
you have to.
Yeah.
All you have to do is know that. That's all you need to know, really. That's really
Mhm.
the most important thing you can know. And people, when you're self-empowered, as people here, there's a lot of people here all over the world watching this. If you're not where Lenore is, or where Deborah is, or where April is, or where I am yet, that's okay too. The fact that you're here means you're here to learn, and you're in this.
Ashtar is talking. I'm sorry. He told me, and it's important. He said to let her know that when you're sitting in a room quiet or something, if you will just listen to the quiet and kind of relax yourself, he will speak to you.
Yeah,
And you'll know
and
it's him
also
because it's not going to be like the voice, the female voice or nothing. It's going to be a male voice.
Okay, he said be in a quiet room?
Yeah,
You s-
and eventually, like I'm talking to y'all now, he's still coming through to me. Eventually, you'll be able to hear him in a crowded room, you know. But this is just for you to feel more comfortable and hear him and really connect with him. And eventually, you'll get about where, like, you know, you'll get where I am.
I'm like, it's,
I know it's a lot.
It is a lot to
I'm,
take in. And
I
new
It
friends,
is.
just,
welcome. We see you.
I
He
just
has a
feel
million
better now
questions.
because, like I said, I'm learning. And then the only reason why I was scared is because of the way of the world, the way they introduce it, like the the abductions, the
He said
experiments,
that's
and
the government.
I know it was, and that's why I was scared. Like I knew something was different about me, but I wanted, that's why I asked, "Am I one?" But if I'm one, I don't want to be. I want it to be genuine. I don't want to be abducted and experimented on. I
Oh,
want
no,
it
no, you're
to
none of
be.
that.
No.
I want it to be genuine.
No, you're not being abducted. You're never going to have that
If they
happen.
send somebody for you, they will send somebody that you will know. You'll be familiar with the face, and they will like walk you onto the ship or guide you onto the ship, so you're not afraid. These are very kind, loving beings.
Yes, I know it because I love everything. Like I love people, and people do stuff to me, cross me, and hurt me, but I forgive them. I do. I forgive them. I don't go get no revenge. I just know how to handle you now, and I'll go the other way. But I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm not going
Mhm.
to do nothing, because that's the person you are. That you're not going to change me.
Right.
That's the
That's right.
star seed in you.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
your star seed.
That's a beautiful part about it. That's why you are who you are. Because the fact is, you operate in a higher consciousness level of spiritual love, which is definitely coming from your ability coming to Earth as a human being. You're having a human experience, and when you have the human experience, it's not always going to be, the way one would want it to be. It'll be the things that you just said, but you come from another planetary life. But in the human form, you're experiencing all these things that people do or act over the years to you, with you, and you operate still in a higher love, a higher consciousness level, which I think is the most important aspect of who you are, which you're in the human body, but you're not of this earth. You're here, but you're not from this planetary system. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
And Lee and Deborah, I'll tell you the message that Jesus gave to me when I met with the High Council. And that is one thing that he specifically told me that I was supposed to pass on was love is the highest vibration. There is no higher vibration than love.
Amen.
Yes, that is what I was told.
And Ashtar just
Because
confirmed.
I was always wondering why I was like that. Yeah, I was
And
always
there's
wondering
somebody
why
else.
I'm always getting stepped on, why I just let people be mean to me or whatever. And I wasn't really letting people be mean to me, but I just questioned, why am I like this? Like, why am I so loving? Why am I so caring to people who don't? And that's what it is,
Hmm. And we have another
like,
person.
because of that star seed, I
Yeah. There's one person, Brandon. Brandon, can you give us a comment? He's in the request box. Brandon, can you tell me something about yourself? He wanted to come up here, and I'm willing to entertain that. I just want to know, Brandon, a little bit more, because I've seen you in here. But if you can just give some comments, and then I'll help me a little bit more here. If Brandon's still out there. And we're at 64,000 followers, likes. So everybody please tap on my profile to increase it up to 100,000. We need to get up to 100,000 likes tonight. All you have to do is everybody start tapping my profile picture of me, and that will help facilitate us getting up there. We're almost there, over half. How do I get the help I need? So new friends, welcome is asking, can you explain what you mean by that? How do I get the help I need? What kind of help do you need? How can I get the help I need? I need to know more what that means. Help in what way? What kind of help are you seeking? I have I have no job. Is that what you're saying? That is out of my realm in terms of how you can get help to get a job. I don't know how to tell you that part of it. If it's cosmically related or waking up to your cosmic level, you'll have no friends. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, it's not a job. You have no friends? Well, stick around here for a while and you'll make new friends. If you stick around here for a while,
You're
you'll make
definitely
you'll make friends here. My show, people make friends. I have no love. Everyone is mean to me. And I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, I want to be his friend.
Yeah, we don't get into the supernatural, but we get only into the cosmic levels. But I am sorry you have no friends. We don't talk supernatural here, but in terms of the friend part, I'm sorry that you have not had any friends. It says every day it
I am
started in
getting your
2020.
messages, Laura. I just can't read it right now, I think.
Huh?
Oh, I was just letting April know I was getting her messages that she's sending me, but I've never done this being on live thing before. I don't know how to, I have to read it, I guess, after I get off.
Yeah. In terms of that new friends, you have to set your setting to public. If you want to get friends on TikTok, switch your setting. It's to private, switch it to public, and then if people want to friend you, they'll be able to, and then you'll have friends on this mode of technology. You'll have friends. You have to switch your setting. There you go. There you go. Do that, and you'll have plenty of friends. I guarantee it. Your setting's still private, so that's the reason why you don't have any TikTok friends. You have to start trusting somebody. You have to trust yourself first. Before you can trust anybody else, trust yourself. You know? But if you stick around on this show when I'm on at 11 o'clock nightly, you will meet many beautiful people from all over the world, and you will start having some friends on your TikTok. We have a lot of good people out here in the audience. And in terms of everything we're talking about, it's really important to understand we're at now 70,000, almost near 100,000. And please show your support for my show here. If you haven't done any TikTok gifts for me personally, you can do that by picking any kind of gift you want on TikTok. I still have 7 galaxies left that are available for me that I'm looking to have people do. If you don't have enough TikTok coins, don't worry about it. Whatever you can gift. The Golden Bear, thank you for the hat.
You
That is
guys,
a very
please
good
keep tapping.
hat. If just keep tapping on here, and we appreciate all your gifts. Whether it's a hat, whether it's a baseball cap or a heart, whatever it is that you can do. Pamela, aka Sage
Commander,
Lady. Yes.
I'm sorry, I gotta get off here. I gotta get to work. I'm starting a job tomorrow, so I'm excited
Oh,
for
you
that.
are. Well, you
So
got to
But
go
you know
to
what
unfinished work.
yeah,
do you have a pen so I can give you my number and you can call me?
I
Or
don't give her the number over here.
yeah,
Message
you
her.
can put it through Messenger. Yeah,
Message her.
yeah,
okay, well, can you message me so
yeah.
I can
There,
know
you
it's
should be
you?
able to go to my profile. Yeah,
And I'm following both of you guys, so
yeah, I can do that.
if you guys have any questions or anything, you guys feel free to contact me or the commander.
Yeah, and I followed her too, so I'll
All
message
right.
And
you. Okay.
Message
my
me so I can have your
Yeah, right when I get off
information.
of here.
right. And
Okay.
my toll free number
Okay,
is
when I
one
get
eight
off of
hundred
here, I'm
Ashtar
gonna send
Connect.
that.
Right.
Okay.
All right, guys. All right, Deborah. Have a good day at work
All
tomorrow.
right. Well, good night, you
Good
guys.
luck at your new
All
Thank
job,
right.
you, and I'm
Thank
Deborah.
looking
you.
forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'm definitely gonna be messaging you as soon as I get off here. So, cause I have a bad memory, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that
Yeah, that's really
before
important.
I go to bed. Oh, Commander, could you do like you did last night and
Oh
put me
yeah,
on the
yeah.
spaceship because I don't know how
I
to
will
get off
take
of here.
I will take you off the spaceship right now. Let me just do this here.
Thank you.
And you are now off the spaceship. She's now on planet Earth. She's no longer on my spaceship at the moment.
Miss
So there you go.
April, is Ashtar, is he going to start talking to me? And
So what'll happen is you'll start getting downloads. So that what that means is you'll start getting information, and then all of a sudden you'll like start remembering stuff. You won't realize that you're getting them, or maybe you will. You might start, and don't, please do not be alarmed if this happens, because it does happen to everybody who gets downloads. You might get like some slight tension headaches, or feel some pressure like on your shoulders. If that happens, please drink some chamomile tea. That really helps with the download aches. But then you'll start getting information, and then you'll start like slowly remembering things, like stuff will just be coming to you.
Yeah.
But meditation also is very key to also getting this information.
I, I'm sitting here, and I just keep hearing, I'm here. Like I don't know.
You're hearing. You're hearing.
Like,
I'm here.
yes,
Are you hearing Commander Ashtar saying that to you?
I I just heard, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
sitting with my TV off. I'm sitting on my couch. I'm by myself. It's just me here.
Yeah, it is you. You're with us. You're here right now with us, all of us.
Wow.
You know. Yeah, there's an energy shift that just happened right now.
Yes.
The energy is actually shifting right now at the moment. Other people might be feeling this energy shift right now on the show. There's definitely an energy shift that just happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hearing them. So quieting yourself, quieting your mind, and you will start receiving information. Um, because you are number two, you're like you're the second one of the group. So you're basically going to be like how the commander is, where you're going to be able to hear them. You're going to be able to yeah, as time goes on, you'll start learning how to telepathically communicate with them. And you will start hearing their voice in your head. You'll know it, because it will not be your own voice. It'll be different.
Right. Like I'm saying, like I heard, I'm here, and it was clear as day. And I'm sitting here with my TV on mute. I'm sitting on my couch. No one's here. My boyfriend's at work, and it's just me and him live here. He's going to work. It's just me.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly right. And
and
because
all
it's just you,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But also too, you and don't and do not, please do not be alarmed, but the Ashtar command will have also already probably have placed 4 Ashtar guards at your home. And they will be quietly protecting your family,
Okay.
and you won't see them. They won't interrupt your life or anything, but they will be there quietly protecting you and your family.
Okay. So they protected my children.
They're protecting
yes,
the whole family. You are definitely being protected now, because you are a chosen star seed. That's what you are.
Hallelujah.
Ashtar just said, confirmed that, and said yes.
So thank you for protecting me and my family. I'm so happy.
There's also, you'll also be sent a protector, which will be watching your property from outside. You'll might notice him every once in a while. I call mine Mikey. But you will also see a rainbow star type being that will be up above your property, watching over your property too. that will also be everywhere you go at nighttime, wherever you'll see this little rainbow star type thing that, and it won't be like super close, it'll be up in the sky, but you'll notice it. That's your second protection.
Okay.
Every one of us star seeds have them. Every one of the chosen star seeds have them.
Okay.
And you can
So
look on
I'm,
my page. I have like recordings of mine. So if you're curious of what they look like, you can go on my page and see.
yeah, I would love
Yeah.
to see them.
And we have Brandon. Brandon, can you tell us, Brandon? I want to bring Brandon up. Brandon, can you give us a comment? I am looking at all the comments here. Brandon, if you'll just share a comment regarding coming up here, that would be very helpful. So, in relationship to the discussion on encounters, we can have an understanding of Brandon. Brandon, uh, he's in the request box. Brandon, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And just like Lenora did, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself first before we bring you up? New friends, welcome. A UFO is not going to save you. A UFO is a spaceship. A spaceship is not a saving thing. It's a traveling craft. So if you're thinking you need to be saved, what you probably are going through, you probably need some assistance and guidance from those of us that are involved in the galactic levels of light. Um, and Brandon, if you can make a comment, we'd bring you up. I just want to know where you're coming from in terms of what you wish to come up and share. That'll help a lot. Before I bring you up, I want to have some background information. And you're watching Encounters, we're at almost 80,000 likes. Everybody follow each other. Please do that. I'm always about uplifting people on Encounters. We always have done that. I find the people who can save me. I'm not sure you need to be saved. I think you're here for a purpose, and we can help you depending on the situation. Lenora, Lenora, you're tapping for the likes. Thank you, Lenora. I can hear you tapping. We're at 80,000 likes now. We're only 20,000 away from 100,000. It's a simple math thing to do. Brandon wants contact. Is that what Brandon wants? Let me bring Brandon up here, and we'll bring you up, Brandon. Let me see here. Brandon's going to be a new guest to the show, and I'm CmdrAleon, your host. Brandon, welcome to Encounters.
Nice to meet you all.
Hi,
Nice to meet you,
Brandon.
Brandon. And where are you located, Brandon?
Columbia, Kentucky.
Oh, great. Glad to have you with us. And what would you like? And you've been watching the show for a couple hours here. What would you like to share with us?
I just feel like y'all are definitely enlightened, and I'd like to just feel the energy that y'all feel. There's a lot of negative in this world now. There ain't too many positive people in this world anymore.
There's a lot more than you think. But if you watch stuff on TV, that would be absolutely correct based on the programming of limitation that the major TV stations around the world provide. You would think that to be true, and on one level that is. But now that you found this show, I've been in radio for 21 years. I've been a contactee since I was a kid, and you're going to find now, 30 years later, there's a lot of beautiful people out there. So I'm really glad you found my show. I'm really happy to have you with us.
I really am too.
You know. And I guarantee you're going to learn a lot in this show. We've had so many guests since last year. It's just a beautiful thing. You'll learn about. We have a Friday night show that's different than this show. Friday night we do an Ashtar Command a Q&A, and our space family through April's phone. She has two phones. They will actually, hey, good to see you. You actually got the video going there. Very good to see you, man.
Yeah.
They will communicate through music and also through words. Like tonight, it wasn't expected to be this way, but the Ashtar Command is verbally communicating on my regular show, but Friday nights it gets pretty intense in a positive way. They communicate through words, and they also use music with a message. They know all about our music on Earth, and they will use certain songs from Coldplay, different artists, and they play the music that has a message. And people, we have a really good relationship with our space family on the show. So there's no channeling here. There's no like pendulums. There's no cards. There's none of that stuff. No crystal balls. Everything we do on this show is extremely real, as you're finding out, and it's a real deal. So what people see here is as real as it gets. And we talk about disclosure when we have our space family talking to us here, as they're doing tonight. It doesn't get any better than that. You're getting the real stuff right here on this show every time, all the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you have any questions you want to ask? Because you're on here, so don't feel afraid to ask any questions.
I'm just I felt kind of spiritually disconnected for a while, and then now I'm starting to feel like I'm getting more connected.
Yeah. Well, your spirit guided you here, man. We all have an inner spirit that guides us somewhere. I have so many new friends here since I came here, and I was guided here from Facebook, which I never thought I'd do. I was meant to be here and start this show for everybody, and it has been a blessing to be here. And I'm still the same person I was, no matter how popular the show got. I'm just doing my mission work, being my real self, and not getting egotistical about anything. I have no ego. I'm here to help everybody, and that's what this show's about.
You,
Deborah,
you,
do you know
you
how to
all
mute your mic?
have a white light about you all.
Oh,
Deborah, I'm sorry, Lee, do you know how to mute your mic?
Do I know how to do what? I'm sorry.
Do you know how to mute
oh,
your mic?
while you're tapping.
Yes. Yes.
Mute your mic because your tapping is going over there talking.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brandon.
I was just saying, y'all definitely have a white light about you guys, and I see spirits a lot. Like I've had my friend's a medium, so he like helped me with the discernment of spirits. So like there's like a lot of spirits. I see a lot of stuff now, and I see a lot of white light with you guys.
Yeah, because you have that ability, Brandon, now you can hone in on it more on a cosmic galactic level. You can take that ability and switch it. Like you have, like, how you go on a TV cable channel and there's like 10,000 channels and one's music. One might be sports, one might be news, one might be opera, or whatever it is. Think of it in that analogy that you have the ability to switch your channel frequency to wherever you want it to go. Now, if you take all of that ability to the cosmic levels that we operate at, you can also connect with the star family, your star family. You have a star family too. I don't know who it is yet, but I do get the feeling from just looking at you that you are a beautiful light, that you come from beyond Earth, that you have multiple abilities to see those things like you were mentioning, but you can also hone in more on your level with your star family if you choose to do that. And we can help you here on the show do that, which is not even a problem. We've helped a lot of people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm from this planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love people, and I like to shine light on people. But like the understanding of some people just ain't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to talk to
And
people that it has.
I wish Debra was on here because I have a feeling about this, and I can be completely wrong about this, but I have a feeling you might be connected with Lenora and also with Debra.
Okay.
I think you actually, you're in Kentucky, correct?
Yes.
Lenora, what state are you located in?
Commander,
What?
he's saying
Yes.
no.
I'm by him.
He's not.
I'm
He's
in
not? Okay.
Middletown,
No,
Ohio.
he's not.
He's not connected. All right. But he has some connection to some cosmic level on his own, if not with them. But you'll have your own connection that you'll find.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't totally sure. That's why I never said 100%. But they're saying you're not connected with that group. But
There's
I think you'll find your connection as you more connect with the show.
His family's trying to reach out to him. His space family has been trying to reach out to him.
Yeah, I feel that.
Ah,
I definitely feel that.
I would suggest going out, spending like when you can in the evening time, start spending some time outside, and they're going to start revealing themselves to you because that's what he was just Ashtar was just saying over my phone. He was saying that your family is trying to make contact with you, and that they have been reaching out to you for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
You just haven't seen them yet. I'm sure you're feeling it now. I would suggest going outside and maybe spending some time outside in the evening time and just see if you see anything a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely see stuff. I've been seeing stuff different here recently, and I just feel a stronger connection to something's trying to talk to me. I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go kayaking a lot, so I spend a lot of time on the water, and I spend a lot
Mm.
of time with my animal. My dog's name's Baby, and she just has such a glowing energy about her. Like she is like her little angel herself, and
Mm-hmm.
she definitely has led me through dark times whenever I lost my little cousin and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Little cousin overdosed, and
No, sorry to hear that.
I kind of felt like, oh, ever since 2017 he overdosed, I've kind of felt disconnected, you know. But I
Yeah.
feel my light coming back, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's always been there. It's just that now, like you say, it's coming back. You're starting to know that that light was always there. Now
Yeah.
that door has opened, that light within you, that
Mm,
light being within you, the essence of who you are is coming back to such a strong point. And you definitely will, in meditation, connect with your star family. And the way I always suggest to do that with people is in my classes when I teach them. I suggest to people to say, I am a Christed being of light. I'm a cosmic being of light. I wish to connect with my star family that's reaching out to me. And you can say, I know you're out there. And if you use the word, I am a Christed being of light, you can also put a bubble of protection around you, which is always a good thing. I always use the bubble of protection because that's the way in which nothing other than your star family would be able to contact you. It can be nobody else but your star family. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. See, and
I
you'll
definitely
have that
feel
connection.
protected all the time. Like
Oh,
there's
good,
protecting me all the time. Like I feel it.
good. You know, and so I would say if you do 30 minutes of meditation, if you go outside and look at the stars for 2 hours, look at the stars and say, my star family, wherever you are, can you please visually present yourself? And I guarantee you, just like meditation, if you do that and focus on that, you might see one of their spaceships.
Okay.
Most likely you will.
I feel I've always felt closer to the Anunnaki. I don't know how y'all feel about them, but I've always felt.
Oh.
Oh, we love them. I have an Anunnaki friend called Gan, and he often is visiting me. He likes to pop in on my lives, but yeah, I can see that. I can see that about you.
Hmm.
You have a really strong glow about you. I have this thing with energy. It's a new gift that I've been given, but you have a really strong glow about you.
Hmm.
You are really a nature person, so you like find your spirituality in nature, um,
Hmm.
and animals. You have a
Hmm.
strong connection with animals.
For sure.
Yeah,
But I'm
that's a
following you
beautiful
now,
thing.
so you know
Yeah, me too. I'm following you too, Brandon.
Thank you all.
you're welcome.
Yep,
Uh,
absolutely. And
yes, I've always felt the Anunnaki. You know, it's always been like, you know, Anunnaki, Anunnaki. That's where my family or star family is, definitely, for
You know
sure.
that the Anunnaki were the first Atlanteans.
Oh well.
I actually went on a trip to go visit with them, and they're actually really funny people. I'm not funny like they're not. They're like jokesters. They like to joke around a lot. But they're also very spiritual, and they really enjoy working with nature and things like that. So I can see that. I can
yeah,
definitely see that.
I love
and
smile.
interesting. I know some. And yes, so the Ray and Mary, who are in the Appalachian Mountains, they're having contact with the Anunnaki, who are very tall, loving beings, men and women. So they're also contactees up in Pennsylvania, up in the mountains of the Appalachia. So
That's cool.
the contact you have with the Anunnaki is very beautiful because they are actually way different than people's perceptions on the internet. Have had them for years. They're
Yeah,
actually men and women, and they're human like us. They're not like some super gods of the whole universe. They are part of a galactic family of light, and so yeah, your energy very much glows.
yeah, I feel like they're loving energy. They definitely,
Yeah, they are living energy. Yeah, absolutely.
seem like they got a cloud around me. You know, like,
Yeah,
I guess it would feel like a cloak of just white light energy that I walk with all the time.
yeah, you're very well protected. You have no problems with that. You're protected completely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's almost near 2 a.m. in the morning, folks, on the East Coast. We came on at 11:15 p.m. And on one of these things is where we have such a good show going on here, and I wish I could stay on all night, but I know that the human body needs to rest as well. Um, so as we wind down, I want to any final comments, Brandon, as a guest, and also Nora, and then of course my sister April up in Vermont.
I would just like to thank you all, you know, for letting me join, and I'm glad that there's more light out there than what, you know, how dark it is. You know, I'm glad there's more light than what I like feel sometimes. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we don't. We tend to. What makes this UFO show what it is we don't show ugly pictures of people from outer space like some people do on YouTube and other forums and Facebook. I don't understand why people do that, but people are programmed, and it's still programmed in the UFO community in media, showing ugly-looking space people. And I'm here to push back and tell people that our space family, the positive people, are men and women that look just like us, that are taller than us in some ways, that have families just like we have, that reproduce and have children just like we do. It's just that they're hundreds of thousands. Some can be hundreds of years old. Some can be thousands of years old. So I want to teach people that there's a lot of beautiful space people out there. You've just been seeing on social media on these platforms pictures of computer generated ETs that are not really what the space people look like. It's fear based pictures, and people need to get away from those kind of things.
Brandon, I don't know if you're seeing those messages, but Half Pint confirmed that you are connected with the Anunnaki, and they're everybody's telling you to follow Half Pint.
Matter of fact, we'll bring Half Pint on here for a minute. Where's Half Pint? Is she there? She's here somewhere.
It's on.
Ray and Mary. Let's see, Half Pint, say something. Unless they have you on a ship somewhere. Star Ascension, welcome to the show. Oh, we hit 100,000. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for getting us there. AK, thanks for mentioning that. Let's see. Half Pint, where are you? Where is the Half Pint?
Probably over there eating tahar flowers, Commander.
She probably is having tahar flowers. And if people don't know what tahar flowers are, they are the best flowers. You can't get them in the garden shop. I just went to the garden shop this morning, and they don't know what tahar flowers are. The person was saying, I don't have them on my list. I said, I didn't explain why he didn't have it on his list, but he didn't. I know Half Pint's out here. Let me see if I could find her.
I found her.
Oh, here she is, right? I found her. She's right there on my list. We're bringing Ray and Mary up. They're up in the Appalachian Mountains where they're having direct, and they've been documenting everything that they have happening. And that is Mary on planet Earth.
Hi, Brandon.
And then there's Ray, who's the other half of
I
their
have my.
relationship. And there's
Howdy,
Ray.
folks.
Hey, Ray, how you doing, brother?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, you're connected to us. As soon as we seen you, we knew that you
That's
were connected to us. That is so cool.
Yes, I've been
You
getting
see?
downloads all the time, and we've been looking for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're not alone.
Ashtar just confirmed that.
that's awesome.
See how this show is bringing people together that are connected? It's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know?
It really is. I can feel y'all's energy too. I can feel y'all connected to me.
See,
Isn't that cool? I think that is so cool.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
think Brandon's going to have to come up to Pennsylvania and hang out with you guys and the Anunnaki. They have
Oh
Brandon. They
yeah.
have pictures of the spaceships. The Anunnaki come up to their door physically. I think I don't know if Ray and Mary have actually physically sat down with them yet, but I think it's building up to the point where they'll be very physical with you guys up in the mountains. And I have always had this feeling that eventually they're going to manifest in a way where you can sit down and talk to them telepathically or what have you.
Yeah, in Kentucky, we have a lot of high points and low points, up and down everywhere. So I
Well, you're
definitely.
not far from us.
No.
Oh, I definitely ain't.
You guys are going to have to message each other, and you'll maybe have to take a trip up there, Brandon, to where they are. Oh, don't smoke anything on the air. I'll get in trouble. For TikTok, they don't like that.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot.
Yeah,
Okay.
then I can be in total trouble with them. I don't want to have problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, it would be good for you guys to connect on a level somehow this year.
Yes.
You know?
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll have to have you over so you can come down and skywatch with us.
Yes, and look at our
Yeah, and
profile. Look at our pictures.
you might be able. Maybe one of the Anunnaki women, when you meet her, you might maybe find you have a relationship with one of the women on the ship. I mean, seriously, that could possibly happen too. I know I joke around sometimes, but I'm serious about that. Your relationship, if you're not married,
Weird.
there might be
It's very
an
weird.
Anunnaki woman that you're connected with.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't feel connected to the person that I've been with, honestly.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I get that.
You see,
Well, getting up to almost 2
I
in the
was
morning,
born
folks.
January 1st.
Alrighty. I'm gonna have everyone do final comments. Lenora, we're following Lenora. I'm following Brandon. Half Pint, we're only following you guys, and of course April, my sister, up in Vermont. Any final comments by anybody here before we? And then tomorrow night we'll be on at 11 o'clock again on Thursday night.
I
So our
do.
show's nightly. Go ahead.
I have a final comment because I have to hop off. I love everybody, and you make sure you guys follow each other. And Half Pint, hello, I love you,
Love you too.
and
Love
welcome,
you too.
welcome Lee to the Ashtar
Thank you.
Command.
Thank
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Lenora
And
and
Brandon, you
Brandon.
have a new friend.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
Yeah, make sure you follow us, Brandon.
Look
Oh, I
at our
definitely
profile.
going to.
Look at the pictures. You'll be blown away.
I'll see you
Yeah.
later, brother. Bye, everybody.
Bye
Take
bye.
Bye,
care.
Bye,
April.
April.
Bye.
And we're going to go off planet and get more downloads. And I'll be back hopefully with more information tomorrow night on this very show. This show is on nightly at 11 o'clock here in the United States, 11 p.m. Eastern. Also, my Sunday morning show. Thank you for the tar. Sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to happen. When I get a hat like that with a mustache, I get taken over. So if you do a hat with me, you don't know what's going to happen. I just know that I had this hat with the mustache. So let's go for the hat with the mustache and see what happens with me as we wind down the show here. But I want to really thank everybody for being here tonight, all the viewers all over the world, in the UK, Europe, everywhere, wherever you are, the United States. We welcome all the new people here. Sunday mornings, we have our show on NPR Radio, Cosmic Eye, and it's really a wonderful show that I hope many of you will. Hey, Jackie, thank you for the roses that you'll actually get to tune in. And it's also broadcast live on TikTok. It's
Thank
called
you,
The Cosmic
Jackie.
Eye.
Thank you.
Pound Noel, thanks for the roses. I'm surprised people aren't taking advantage. Thank you for the roses and everything that's going on. The hat with the mustache, I only have 7 of those left. I need to get them off the shelf before they get dusty. So if you haven't taken a hat with the mustache and given it to me yet, you have the chance to do it now before we go off the air. So we have 205 people. If you have a TikTok coin or coins, enough to do the hat with the mustache, go for it. If you don't worry about it. If you have other types of gifts you want to do for the commander, please do so. It helps to support the show. Become a subscriber. Like you're seeing right now, we have 1 of 8 hats taken. And thank you for the roses, half pint. And they're here right on the screen. Ashtar. Oh,
Sure.
boy, that was tough. I'm having some problems speaking English. When I have the hat on me, I can't speak normal. It's something I'm trying to figure out why that happens. It's only when I have a hat with a mustache that's what always happens to me. So I'm really trying to be serious, but whenever that hat happens, something just gets over me or takes over me, and I just don't understand. I'm trying to figure out in my enlightenment as I become more spiritually inclined. I'm trying to really figure out what that hat means with the mustache. And as soon as I figure that out, someday I will be able to come on here and tell you why that hat happens the way it does. Jackie, thank you for the bear. We appreciate it. And Dragonfly, I just know that you're just, I got the disco thing going here. I know I'm going too hard. You see, these things happen when I get these hats on me. I can't explain it, but it does happen. I'm trying to control the urge, but my audience knows what they're doing here, and I just have to go with the flow of it. So thank you for the gifts. All kidding aside, I love everybody here.
Love you too,
Yes,
man.
Art Bell. I actually was on his show many years ago, late night. I found him late night at 1 a.m. in the morning. I said, "What's his coast to coast?" That he was. See, look, Art Bell, I really enjoyed his show. See how I could go right back to what I remember talking about. So Art Bell, I was seriously on his show for about 45 minutes when he was he was living in a trailer in the desert, as I remember. And I thought, this is really weird. And at 1 in the morning, this guy's on radio, on AM radio, all over the country. And he had a big audience. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go on his show. And back then, there was no internet. So I went on his show and I was talking about the Ashtar command. This is I remember everything of it. And he let me on for about maybe, I was on for maybe a half hour or something. But Art Bell was phenomenal. I do remember him in the early days of that show, which is still on the air. George Norrie is the host of Coast to Coast. I think they're not in the desert anymore. I think they're in a studio somewhere. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I know it's getting late here, folks. We're going to be on tomorrow night again at 11. Thank you for the terror in room. I'm getting, that tires me out, that hat. I get lost now. I don't know what I'm talking. No, I'm just kidding. But it's good to be here. I do have a sense of humor. When I was on the spaceships, folks, my father will tell me I tend to be a person that is very comical, although my Tahar mission is very, I'm very comical. So I'm able to really be very quick, with everything that I do here. And that's why I love everybody and every person here on the show. I want to thank you all for being here. We are going to attempt to sign off for tonight, and we will actually be on tomorrow night. Brandon, you've been a great guest. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Nice
Connect
meeting
with
you.
Mary and Ray and take a trip up there. You guys figure it out. Have them up there with you.
We will.
I think something beautiful is going to happen.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
too.
we love them alive too. So
Yeah,
we'll be back on. I just been getting downloads a lot. So
I know you
He's
have.
sleeping a lot.
It's hard when you're getting downloads, Ray, to do live things because you're getting downloads. You have to take time and have peace for yourself with downloads to meditate, and so you can absorb the information enough so you understand it before you transmit it verbally to a larger audience of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah, that's what's happening. So we want to thank you both. We love you all.
yeah.
Brandon, everybody. You all have a great night, and we'll catch you tomorrow night on Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. Brandon, take care, brother.
I will. Y'all too.
All
You
right, let
too.
me just do this
You
here.
have a good night.
Y'all too.
We love all you.
All right, and keep on showing those pictures. When you guys show the pictures, give some sort of like a written thing about what people are looking at, just because it helps. I noticed the pictures are great photos, but a little bit of a description would really help folks, I think. That's just my my
I've been trying to put like where they're coming from and what time
yeah.
and what day I'm
Oh,
getting
good.
them.
Yeah, and of course you're showing more of, like, you're seeing the space being. Those are great when you kind of can circle or point out what that is. That helps a lot of people. And I look at your photos all the time, to see what's going on too. So keep up the good work, you guys. And
Yes.
I guarantee you, one night when they're on here, you're probably going to have an Anunnaki man or woman sitting in their living room with them, talking with us on the show. I guarantee it. That day is
Definitely.
definitely coming. I
It is.
actually believe that to be true.
Well,
Yes,
we
All
we
right,
keep
do.
guys.
keep telling them to come have coffee. So
Yes,
They will.
we do.
As a matter of fact, get some apple cider and see what happens. Coffee and
okay.
apple cider. Well, you know me. I'm the apple cider person. So there you go.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. For sure.
UFO Titanic. Good to have you with you watching us. UFO. We're gonna follow you, UFO. We just met. Now you have a new friend, UFO. I like the smiley face. That says a lot about that person.
Yes.
So everybody take care. Have a good night. All kidding aside, this has been the #1 UFO spiritual talk show, Encounters. And Gail, nice to meet you too. Gail's in, I think, wherever Gail is. Good evening, Gail. And we're glad to have you with us, Gail. And if you've had any encounters, anybody, any visitations, tomorrow night you can come on the show. If you have over 200 followers, you're in Scotland. Gail, we're going to follow you. I got a feeling you have a story to tell. So tomorrow night, we're going to be on, Gail, at 11 o'clock here in the United States PM. If anybody out there is having encounters, documenting UFO sightings or spaceships, please join us tomorrow night, and we'll bring you up here as a guest on the show. We'd love to have you. So everybody take care, and we'll catch you later. Zach, take care, and everyone have a good night.
Good
Here
night,
you go.
Commander.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Let's just do this here.